FM here in the studio. I have with me Uncle Ken, the good. I wanted to say good old, but Uncle Ken is not old, so
say it.
Uncle Ken.
Kwame.
Oh, I miss you.
Can't say it. Say it.
Say it loud. Uncle Ken.
Yes.
Oh,
Kwame.
we miss you.
Yeah, happy New Year to all.
Happy New
to
Year.
all listeners. I've missed everybody.
Oh, we miss you too much.
I have missed everybody.
But I've been listening to you on radio though.
You have?
In the evening, Thursday evenings.
Thank you. You've been listening to my music.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. I do.
Thank you.
I've been listening since.
I have an issue to raise on that.
Oh really?
I don't think you want me to raise it now because the reason I don't want to raise it now.
Okay, you reserve it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I also have in the studio manager for Shatawale, journalist, my boss back up there, Samuel Etiobiba, Sammy Flex. Oh, for life.
Have you seen Uncle Ken's shoe?
Oh yes,
it's really beautiful.
It's a nice shoe. It's a nice shoe.
Yeah.
It's a nice
really
shoe.
Beautiful.
And you're also looking dapper in your outfit.
Uncle Ken's shoe is dope, man.
Is what? Timberland? Really? Are you sure the L is L or is I?
It's Timberland.
It's Timberland. No, the last time somebody wore Adidas.
Yo. I mean, who was that body though?
Who's it? My good friend. Rosami, welcome to Showbiz A to Z.
Thank you, bro.
Good to have you.
It's been long I came to Joy FM studio.
Yeah. I wasn't here then.
Yeah. So it feels good to be back here.
Yeah.
I'm loving the ambience, man. I'm loving
Great feeling. Feeling.
All along, anytime I see this in the on social media, I ask, okay, how's the setting like? Because I see people sitting like
it's a beautiful setting.
Yeah. in a TV studio.
You see that thing.
So this how it is. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very, very beautiful.
Multimedia.
And how's that going?
Yeah, everything is fine. We can only give thanks to God for the experience, for the knowledge, and for everything that we are learning from this side of the job. You know, I've been at your end and
so many times.
And now I'm here. So I'm combining different experiences.
Exactly.
Trust me, it feels good so far.
How would you say you fared being at this part of the console where I'm sitting now as a media person, a journalist, so far?
Well, beautiful experience.
For close to 20 years.
Beautiful experiences. No, radio
is less than that.
Radio is less than that. I think my radio started from Plus FM. Yeah, that was where my radio started from. That one
2013, right?
I was not even a through and through radio person. Out of our Flex newspaper, we wanted platforms to discuss some of our stories. We looked for a platform, and thank God we got Plus 89.9 FM. They gave us the Sunday show, and when the Sunday show started, I think they gave us about 2 hours to start with. And they realized that no, the thing they go on. Why don't we add an hour to what the guys are doing? They gave us another hour, making 3 hours. Then I think after some months, it wasn't even more than 6 months, less than about 6 months, they told us that, guys, what you are doing is dope. We would want it on the morning, and let's kill it. As a matter of fact, it started with some fear because this is Sammy Flex coming in the morning to meet all the great guys,
big
to compete
ones
with them. Initially, I was a little scared, but you know, once a soldier, always a soldier. I took the mantle and we started killing them one after the other.
Kill them.
We started killing them one after the other.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Kwame, I think it has been a good experience. And I'm sure now here, I'm even appreciating what I did there now, because as it stands now, anytime I'm here and issues come up, I hear people discussing it like I would have discussed it whilst I was there. I asked myself, so that was how it was.
How it feels, when you are here, it feels differently.
So that was how
you
it
are
was.
Receiving it.
Yeah, man. Seriously. So for now, I'm just enjoying both ends, knowing that okay, here, this is how they think, and now this is how we also think. But so far, so good, Kwame.
I want to ask when the artist manager interest actually came up, because I remember while at Flex newspaper, we did start with Empress Gifty, Flex newspaper, Kwame Dadzie, Kumi Guitar, Ejabomofo, and there was one gospel guy, Nana Samoa. During that time, did you really have the interest to be an artist manager at that time?
Are we going to say what we were doing then was artist management? I'll be a little moderate and say what we were doing then, I would rather prefer to call it promoters of artists than management, because at that time, personally, maybe if there was management to be attached to what we were doing, then I'll give credits to people like Stephen Kenneth Nakuda, who were doing the day-to-day running with the artists. Personally, I was doing more of their promotion, writing stories about them, pushing their works out, and more. And on when I went to Xylophone introduced me a little closer to artist management. But even there, I would still say it was administrative.
Yeah.
Because what I was doing, I still had artist managers who were reporting to our office. So once again, I was not part of the day-to-day running of these artists until now. I think now I am really doing what I would call artist manager, because
proper.
Yeah. Because now I am running the day-to-day decisions here and there. I'm part of it, and like I'm saying, all these experiences have been building up for me. So I just put them together and I move with them any day.
Awesome. Sammy Flex right here. He's a journalist and also artist manager for Shatta Wale. And he's in the studio to have a conversation with us. Sammy Flex, so before even deciding to manage Shatta, or before the announcement came from you a few months ago, had you always, or did you have that kind of feeling that you wanted to work with him? Was it the first time you were contemplating or deciding on that, or you had that feeling of coming on board to work with him? Well, even prior to this announcement.
Yeah. For Shatta, I always say that unofficially, I have been working with him since. Unofficially, I have been working with him since. From my days at Plus FM, anytime Shatta would release a song, he would give the song to me, listen, share my opinion, and of course premiere it on the platform as well.
Was he not doing that because you were a media person, a radio presenter?
There are many media people around. I'm not sure he does that with anybody.
Oh, okay.
There are many media people around. I'm not sure when he's about to release a song, he gives it to everybody. Okay. And again, Shatta was more or less like a friend in the business. Okay. You know, with what we do, there are some people you would know from afar. When you meet them, they would recognize you. Oh, this is Kwame Dadzie. This is Sammy Flex. This is Philip. But there are some people that they are part of your first callers. Okay. When you pick your phone and you call them, they will answer. When they also call you, you answer. Me and Shatta had that thing way back from Plus FM. Oh, wow. Where we were always deliberating on stuff, go this way, go that way. But in all these, they were all behind the scenes. We are not doing, we're not doing it outside for everybody to see, because then there were people who were working with him, from Bulldog to Julio to Chris Connie, Nana Dope, and all the guys who have been around him. So it got to a point where sometimes he would invite me to some activities that he's doing. So, for instance, if he's going for a show, he can give me a call. Sammy, are you available today? I'm going here. If you have time, join me and let's do this. So we started gradually like that. When you have time, come there. Now, it became part of my activities. Yeah. Wherever he goes to. And you know, Kwame, you know I love to work. Anytime we go there, I would have to find something to do. Anytime we go out, I would have to find something to do just to support the cause. I didn't go there just for sightseeing or just to go there to have fun. I was also contributing to whatever he was doing, and I have been doing this for some time for him. So when it got to a time that the people who were really managing his affairs were not actively involved, that was when the official conversation started. That okay, so now there is nobody really around. If you want to do this, we can go on our terms and start running. That was when we started. And even before the announcement came, remember the Freedom Wave concert, the very last Freedom Wave concert we did at the Accra Sports Stadium. Once again, I was part of the integral people who really put that show together. So of course, Shatta also saw, okay, these are the things that I believe if I add Sammy Flex to the team officially, these are the things that he can also do to contribute to the growth of the empire. So yes, we agreed, we sat down, agreed on our terms, how we want to work, and pronto, this is where we are today.
I will not ask you how are you faring. I know you will say it's going on well. So
which one?
As in you managing him now, how is it going? If I ask you, you just tell me it's going on well.
Right? So far, so very good. I can say I came in as a student to start with. Okay. Because you know, Shatta is huge. No two ways about it. Shatta is huge. Sure. And I always say I'm grateful to him for this opportunity, because looking at his stature, if he does not trust your wisdom, your intelligence, and how you can deliver, he will not put this heavy weight on you, because Shatta is not a new artist who you are now coming to direct his ways. Shatta has all the secrets already. So if you are coming to work with him, you need to be someone that he can really rely on and trust. And personally, I've learned a lot from Shatta
within this short period.
I've learned a lot. In fact, I can say when I started really running with him, he was teaching me.
Wow.
Say this, go this way, do it this way, say that thing. That was how it started, because I didn't have that experience. Like I'm saying, Shatta is huge. There are people in the industry that he's had so many experiences with. If you are going to deal with them, he would have to give you the back history. If you go, this person, because of this, that. So he took me through all.
So when you were coming, what did he tell you about me?
You. No. With you, he says you are what? A guitar player.
Because I started bashing him since Flesh Newspaper days.
I know, right?
I remember.
Do you know personally? Until he wrote your name on Facebook, I didn't know really he knew you like that.
He doesn't know me.
So when I saw his list, and when the selection, I said, "Oh, really?"
But I was surprised because I hadn't bashed him in a long while.
Well, but you know, some of these days, sometimes it's for the fun of it and not. It's not very serious like
so
that. So
before you taking over the reins of management, I'm very sure that you may have observed Mr. Logic, Bulldog, and other people that managed him. Sitting back and observing them. Have you done any SWOT analysis to know their strengths and weaknesses and how you can also tackle this? If I should ask you, what's new thing are you bringing on board? What's the game changer that you are bringing on board?
All right, Kwame, thank you. Let me answer it this way. You know, those people, they also have their specialties. Bulldog, Mr. Logic, and any other person who has worked with Shatta, they all have their specialties. Reason I would not follow their steps or to do any special SWOT analysis about their work is that when they started with Shatta Wale, his stature, his moods, how he was doing stuff, today it is not like that. I'm sure when Shatta Wale was bandana from Ghana, if you were his manager then, maybe how you were supposed to do things, I'm not sure today you are supposed to do the same thing again. Okay. Because now he's gone through all the levels. He's gotten to a certain platform that things are a little different. The approach should be a little different. Your way should always be different from those who were there before. So as it stands now, I keep telling people that if you are working with an artist like Shatta, what you have to do is to ask him what is his vision. It is his vision that you're going to help him to amplify it. It is not about what you are bringing new to him. Because today, Shatta, like I keep saying, what are you going to show him again? So I always talk to him on a daily. What are we to do next? What are we to do next? What are we to do next? When he tells you his vision, then now you can say that, okay, this is what I can also do to add up to this. And it's part of the process of me coming here. Some people not getting it. I've seen videos of some media people who are against Sammy Flex going here and there. But I ask myself, okay, this is what you think. But how about me? I'm also supposed to amplify the guy's vision. I'm supposed to extend what he is doing. If this is what I can do to do that amplification, why should I be bothered about what people are saying and listen to them?
You are still actively a journalist.
Yeah.
And you are also an artist manager, and you play the role of PR as well. How do you marry the two?
My daily activities definitely start from Sammy Flex TV, because that is where I'm also the boss at Sammy Flex TV. And after Sammy Flex TV, I come to Shatta Movement Empire, where Shatta Wale is the boss. So I have my times, my schedules for Sammy Flex TV. You know, there are some days, no meetings, and often because we live a little bit apart, we talk on the phone more. When we have to meet to do something, then I can run to him and we meet to do our thing. So Sammy Flex TV is still there. Like, I wake up, prepare, go to my office, like you come to Joy to work. That is how I am working. So sometimes I even work from Sammy Flex TV, still in the name of Shut Up Movement Empire. So yes, I'm trying to manage the two, and so far, so very good. Shatta also understands who I am. He always says he's so happy that he's found someone who is also managing something. So the person can also bring that experience, that expertise that he has been managing his own affairs from Sammy Flex TV to Shatta Movement Empire. And I'm sure the knowledge so far has been good.
So my question actually is, there is a difference between PR and journalism.
Yeah.
You as a manager, most times you do PR for Wale on your platform.
Exactly.
And you do your journalism for the other people as well.
Was it for the other people?
Is there not any conflict of interest in your work?
I know how to balance it. No, Kwame, very well. I know how to balance it very well.
Yeah.
When I am dealing with Shatta Movement, I have so much information.
Yes.
That is why for some time, I have taken interest in sharing some of the happenings in the camp of Shatta Movement. Because I think I have more information than any journalist or any other person who would even want to do PR at Shatta Movement. Because I am part of the conversation from beginning to scratch. So at every point in time, when I am talking Shatta Movement, I have so much. I'm loaded with information. Now the other side, when I'm talking about the other side, now I can speak like a normal journalist who has also gotten bits and pieces of information out there and is putting it together for consumers. That has been the difference. So if I am talking from Shatta Movement, as much as I might be doing the PR, I'm at the same time doing the journalism as well.
Sure.
I'm doing the PR and the journalism aspect at Shatta Movement. But when I go to the other side, because sometimes you have scanty information, you can now work as a journalist.
Sure.
And that has been the difference. There is no conflict, as a matter of fact.
Feedback from people indicates that it appears you are turning your platform into a pure Shatta PR machinery.
It is not a bad thing to do.
Okay.
Yes. So even if that is what they have observed, it means I'm also adding something to the Shatta Movement brand. It is never bad for me because whatever I'm doing, it is not against anybody. I'm doing it to project the artists that I'm managing. And who wouldn't be happy to get a manager like that? A manager who has enough platform. It even reduces our budget. Yes, because if I have a platform that can do the PR, then it means I can now manage the PR budget to do other things as well. So yes, definitely some people would see it as such, and I'm not really bothered like that because I know now the level of information I have at Shatta Movement, like I said earlier, no journalist or no PR person in Ghana would have it. And again,
give me some.
I can't. No, if you want it, ask me. And again, Kwame, I can always lead the narrative better than the next person. Because, you know, when people come close and they want to deal with you, you are not too sure of their motive. You are not too sure exactly what they are looking for. So you might give them information 1, 2, 3, how they would use it. If you are not careful, it might not inure to your benefit. But now, because of my position, every information that I put out in the name of Shatta Movement, I make sure this is going out to benefit us.
Okay, I'll let Uncle Ken come in, but before that, last question before I go to Uncle Ken. What is your relationship with Stoneboy and Edem?
Edem?
Yeah, and Stoneboy.
Edem, rapper?
Yes.
There is no bad blood between me and them.
Okay.
Stoneboy, I think the last time I had an encounter with him was on Xylophone FM.
A long time ago.
Yes, when I interviewed him. And Edem.
You won't interview him again?
Oh, if he would do, why not?
It's been a long time.
No, if he would do, I would willingly do.
But have you tried?
No, I've not tried.
Why?
I have not tried because I understand with the top artists in Ghana, take it or leave it, they have serious competition among themselves.
Oh, okay.
They have. So now
knowing
my position as a manager of Shatta Wale and knowing that stiff competition between them, would he throw himself into this game? You understand?
Yeah.
And again, now because of my position, I'm sure everybody knows I would have some classified information about certain people, including him. So if he opens up for me for an interview, I think he might not be too sure how it will play out. But to me, I still have my journalism cap on. any of them. I still interview artists.
Sure,
I still interview
sure,
artists. I've been
sure.
interviewing artists almost every day, be it on CTV or on Sammy Flex TV. I've been interviewing artists. So if he's willing, why not? I'll be willing to do it as well. As a matter of fact, I keep saying, whatever position I've taken, I've not taken the position to war with anybody.
Okay.
I've taken the position to work.
Yeah.
So the competition might be there, all right. But when it comes to me, my work, I have to push mine, and that one I'll do it. I'll see that as a priority over any other person.
Thank you very much, Sammy Flex. We are spending the whole day with you here on the show. So
I'm here, bro.
Take your time. Questions in the door. So we will go to Enforce and Trust more. Then we come back to you more. We go to sexual harassment more. Then we go forward. Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken.
For what you've just said, because that was going to be my first question.
Which one?
Which one?
Is Sammy staying with us for the whole?
Oh yes,
the full.
Oh, today they are his hours.
Nice one, nice one.
Okay, good.
Sammy, look, Kwame.
Uncle Ken.
I am somebody that appreciates the work of youngsters.
Yeah.
I always look out for the youngsters in the industry. When I see you're doing well, I will go out of my way to approach you and let you know and tell you I've been following you and blah. Kwame, I did it to you.
Yes, you did.
I've done it to Sammy.
Yes.
And he will tell you, you know, I have followed him, you guys, from Flex newspaper till today.
True.
I followed you guys.
True.
So I know what you guys are capable of.
Yeah.
And not and I like that. Sammy has been one person who I liked for a particular reason. Sammy, what was your first incursion into radio? Was it Plus?
Yes, Plus.
Yes, it was Plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Sunday.
Yes,
afternoon
the
show.
Sunday afternoon
Yeah.
show,
Yeah.
you know, Plus. And I used to listen to Plus for their music when they first came up, you know, because I love music, all kinds of music. So I like to know what's happening elsewhere and that kind of thing. And I followed Sammy Flex all through that period, you know, and when he started his morning show,
Yeah.
the entertainment show,
Yeah.
I was always listening. I would send him messages,
True.
you know, and tell him how I was enjoying the show and
Yeah.
bits and pieces of
Sometimes correcting us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you
So-
do that. Yeah.
it. So Sammy has been somebody that I have liked and followed all through. Now, when Xylophone came to a close, I remember I sent him a message. On the morning when he came to tell us it was going to be his final show or something, and I told him I was very upset that the show was ending because on that show, Sammy introduced some new blood as pundits that had not been on radio prior to that show.
True.
You know, someone like Tilly.
Yeah.
I got to know of Tilly Ekuya Nipa on Sammy's show.
Fact.
Fact. It was Sammy who introduced Tilly to radio.
Fact.
And I remember I just looked through my phone and saw a message I sent to Sammy about Tilly.
Wow.
Yes, I can show it to you. I just looked
You
through
can
it.
read it actually.
I sent it to Sammy. Wait, let me read it. Like you say.
Okay, Joy 99.7 FM. You can send in your messages right now on 05511119997. I have in the studio Sammy Flex. He is manager for Shatawale and also a journalist. We have Olakweku Michael. He is a filmmaker and a broadcaster. A very, very calm gentleman. He doesn't like trouble at all. And Uncle Ken. He's
So-
also here. Uncle Ken.
As for Ola, I'll come to him later.
Why are you misusing my camera?
On 6th October 2020, I sent Sammy a message. I said, "Good morning, Sammy. Kudos to your young lady panelist. I've been listening to her submissions on issues you raised on your show. And she looks like a very promising pundit. She's always on point. Tell her she should keep it up." And then Sammy replied and said, "Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. I appreciate your listening." You know. So, like I said, I've been listening to Sammy all the time. And when he moved to Flex TV, I've been following him on Flex TV.
Wow. You are very current.
Kwame, I am. Oh. You ask your producer, he will tell you.
You are actually a Gen Z.
Oh, Gen Z.
In a Gen Z in an octogenarian scale.
A Gen Z trapped in an octogenarian scale.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I need to know what's going on on this earth, you know. And I've always said, thank God for social media, you know, because otherwise people like me, oldies like me, would not know what to do. We'll be sitting under mango trees playing draft and cards and drinking palm. You know? But with social media, it gives us something to do. And it teaches us things we have not known for years. You know? So I like what he's doing. He's moving into Shatawale's camp. That is where my issue is, Kwame.
Yeah.
Sammy, you asked him about his broadcast side and his PR side. And then you also told him that people feel that these days he's using his Flex TV to do shutter business.
Yeah.
And Sammy said, "Oh yeah, why not?" You know, and I can agree. I mean, he's manager for the man, and if he has an outlet that he can espouse his good things and cut down on some of the bad things that are going on, all the better. My only problem, I have loved Samia till 2 weeks ago.
What happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to play back.
2 weeks ago, as usual, I went on Sammy TV. And what did I see? I saw Sammy in a rant, if I may put it that way.
Okay.
Because some lady on some other TV station had said that, the lady said that this year, Sata has released over 20 songs. Okay?
Yeah.
And he's getting the views for the songs. That's what the lady said.
Yeah.
But we are not hearing the songs on radio and stuff like that, you know. So Sammy chose to react to what the lady said. And Sammy was not kind at all to those of us who play music on radio. You know what Sammy said?
What did he say?
Sammy said, but this lady, what's she talking about? These days, who listens to music on radio? Nobody listens to music on radio.
Really?
Yes, this was Samio, and I'm telling you,
I'll explain. I'm here.
nobody listens to music on radio.
I'll explain.
People have their phones,
Yeah.
or they have their pen drives, and they choose music that they want to listen to, not to listen to any disc jockey playing music on radio. I said, Ajay, Sammy,
Music on radio a lot.
wow, me pa, wow, me sekam. I said, Sammy, wow, me sekam pa, because I've been playing music on radio for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And I've got listeners. I found that as an insult. And I planned to call Samuel. But I held back and said, I will get an opportunity. Little did I know
That he was coming here today.
that on my return to A to Z, Sammy Flex was coming on A to Z. I said, thank God. Thank God. I will take him on today. Sammy said that even him, he said people only listen to radio when they are driving, but even him when he's driving, he hasn't got time to listen to radio. When he has people in the car especially, they will talk, or he will put a pen drive in and listen to the type of music he wants to listen to, not some music that somebody's playing on radio. I said, Ajay, Sammy, how can you say that? How can you say that? So my point in raising this matter is that Sammy should not allow Shatawale to put him in trouble.
Yeah.
Because you know, this thing that Sammy said, he relegated radio to the background. And to make it even worse, A few days ago, I saw another clip from Sami chastising some radio presenters because of their stance about Shatta. And then saying that, oh, even those radio presenters, they want him on radio. But they want him on their radio, but he chooses the better radio stations to go to. I said, oh, Sami, I don't have some crowd. Say, Shatta in disguise, fighting radio presenters and things like that, you know. So I was surprised that he goes on radio, uses radio to talk about his artists, but then ridicules radio in the background. So I want to know from Sami, Plus FM that he was on, what was Plus FM noted for when they came out in at their inception? Plus FM were noted for the quality music that they were playing. Hello, Kwame Meboa.
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Plus FM. So who were listening to Plus FM on radio at that time? If Sami today is telling me nobody listens to music being played on radio, and people have their own, make their own choices to listen to radio, to listen to music on pen drives or whatever, or on their phones, I think Sami needs to apologize to us.
Sami,
Yeah, man.
you have
that.
an explanation.
Yeah. Thank you, Uncle Ken. And I'm so happy that Uncle Ken has really put this out. So this has been my position, and I'm sure I can explain it for everybody to understand it. Personally, I always can use myself as an example. And I know there are so many people who might also be going the same way that I have been going. For now, if I want to listen to radio, I prefer listening to the talk shows. Because that is what I would want to listen to. But in my mood to listen to music, honestly, I won't tune into radio. Because at every point in time, I know what I want to listen to. This morning, for instance, whilst I was going to the gym, I love to do the best of kind of thing. So I would say best of Shatta Wale, best of Stonebwoy, best of Kwame Dadzie, best of Famia, best of Kofi Kinata. These are the kind of selections that I would want to listen to now. Because if I tune into radio, as much as the person is playing some good songs, definitely I know how my people do it. Slotting in their promotion here and there, and the kind of mood that I want, I'm not sure you'll be able to give me that mood. So I still maintain that point that to me, in my mood to listen to music, because at every point in time, you have a certain mood at which you want to listen to your songs. When you are in that happy moment, you know whose songs you want to listen to. When you are in that lovey-dovey moment, you know whose song you want to listen to. And at that time, am I now going to search the numerous radio stations to know who is playing the kind of mood that I want? No, I wouldn't do that. I will surely do that on my phone, where the selections are there on the platform, the Spotify, the Apple Music, the Audio Max, and all. That is where I would prefer to listen to my music. That is not to say that I am condemning what radio is doing. I'm talking about listening to music. Listening to music. And I'm always saying it. My first choice to listen to music won't be radio. Because at every point in time, how often do we even have radio sets around us lately? Me, in my office, I don't have a radio set today. When I go home, I usually go home late. In my bedroom, I don't have a radio set today. I'll only get access to radio when maybe I'm driving a car. And like I said, I'll still say the same thing. In my car, we are always, you know how I move, Kwame. I move with a whole lot of, I'm always with my people, my staff members, and sometimes we are here and there. When we are in the car, it is one topic after the other, one topic after the other. Sometimes the radio becomes nuisance to the conversation that we are having. So you wouldn't be able to tune in. Unless maybe some specific something that we can listen to for a moment. Even that calls, you are getting calls left, right, and center. The sound would disturb the people who are calling you. So personally, it's my opinion that when I want to listen to music, radio is not my first choice.
I understand. Yeah. And if you had maintained the stance you are putting up now, I wouldn't have a problem with you.
Okay.
You generalized it. Maybe in the clip. You generalized it. You asked the question.
The clip, I'm sorry, Uncle. The clip, especially if you watch it on Facebook, they are always edited.
No, but what I saw,
yes,
and what you said in the clip was, how many of us listen to radio?
I think he has explained now. So
no, he said,
Gokena said two things.
Yeah.
The first thing you said was he said, "Who listens to music on radio?"
Yes.
And now you were saying he said, "How many of us listen to music on radio?"
He said
So
both.
I want to know which one.
He said both.
Oh, okay.
In his conversation, I have the clip here, but that's not the point. I mean, not to play the clip or anything to prove anything. All I want to say to Sammy, my point is that, Sammy, you might not. You just said that you cannot have the time to start searching on the dial to know which station is playing the sort of music you want to listen to. But let me tell you something. Those of us who play specialized music, we have our audience. They know when we are on, and they know when to tune in, and they listen to the shows. Joy FM would not have kept me here for this length of time if people did not listen to my shows.
Exactly, Uncle Ken. Thank you very much, Uncle Ken. Sammy Flex. Let me come to you, Olakweku Michael. Sammy is here with us till the end of the show.
Happen even
Olakweku Michael.
Sexual
You've listened to Sammy share his experience with us in a year.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Okay. Rape can even happen.
No, I want to know where my thoughts should be directed to.
Yeah.
On his experience.
Yeah.
Well, I'm much interested in this particular issue that Uncle Ken
This
raised.
one.
Yeah, that's why I was quietly listening. So, okay, so did he really say who listens to music on radio, or he was actually talking about himself?
Yeah.
If it's about himself, like he's explained, then I don't see any problem with that.
Okay.
It's a matter of choice. But if it was a general statement as to who listens to music on radio these days, then that's where I have an issue, because I listen to music a lot. Look, sometimes, I'm not a DJ.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm going to do drive, I want to be inspired by other songs that are being played.
Okay.
And mostly I get to know songs that I've not heard. When I listen to other stations and the kind of music they play, I get to, oh, I like this song. Then I'll just Shazam it and get it. So I listen to music a lot. When I was coming, I was listening to your introductory songs and stuff. Like, were you the one playing that?
No, Obete. DJ Obete.
Oh, Obete.
Yeah.
He's still around.
He's around.
I miss that boy.
He's around.
So I was listening to that. I was enjoying it, even though my car electrical issue just popped up. It was keeping me company. Do you understand? So yes, we listen to music on radio, and Kwame. Over the years, one particular thing I've paid attention to, even before maybe I became very permanent on radio in Accra, we seem to love to generalize things based on our perspective. And I think we probably should watch that thing. I don't like something doesn't mean everybody doesn't like it. Do you get it? I stream music from my phone. It doesn't mean my mother, Ogri, knows your streaming platform. She doesn't care about that because she hasn't even got the time for it. If you go to my mom, every day there's this particular radio station she listens to because she's an MPP woman. And you dare not touch it. Ash FM in Kumasi. Oh, really? Did I do
He's
that?
always been saying this.
I've been saying this since.
Okay.
This is not the first time.
Yeah, Uncle Ken knows it. Hey, Uncle Ken, he dey follow everybody.
Oh yeah. Uncle Ken, wow.
He is NDC.
Oh, yes, he is. He doesn't shy away from it.
So tell us about it.
So Kwame, I think we should watch those kind of generalizations that we do. We even inculcate that into the music awards system when we are thinking about the most popular song, the song that did well. And because we are in Accra, we think that what we know in Accra is what everybody in Ghana knows, which I feel is not correct. Sometimes we should give room and open our minds to what other people are also doing in other regions. But Sammy is a legend though. Y'all gotta give this man respect.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta give this man respect.
Legendary.
I beg, don't retire me.
When they start using legend.
By the word legend.
Don't retire me.
I was listening to Uncle Ken talk about the Plus days.
Yes.
Yeah. We all were enjoying
Don't
Plus.
retire.
Oh yeah, we
I
did.
remember I
We
used
did.
to come around and see Kwame, a lanky
Yeah.
guy walking
Hey,
around there like
hey.
that. A lanky general, this guy went to push pen to paper, the kind of English you write. You
They
will
were
be like,
good, boy. These boys.
I read their paper and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
okay,
proud
who
of
is this
them.
guy? Then I want to come and see that. I say, now Kwame in a train as I said,
I'm proud of them.
So
boys,
Sammy
Charlie.
is a legend that we need to appreciate and respect a lot, because through him a lot of young people have gained interest and now have gained occupation in this industry, which is something that we need to appreciate him for. And him being Shatter's manager, it didn't come as a surprise though.
Oh yeah.
For me, it didn't come as a surprise.
Yeah, to some of us,
because
it's a surprise.
I've already before then I already saw him as
a shadow manager.
Yeah, a shadow manager. Right from the days at Xylophone.
Okay.
Yeah, I was monitoring. I was like, this man, is he managing Shatta or Bulldog's the one managing Shatta? I don't know who is managing, but it is good. His. Let me use this word, okay? Your transmogrification from being a shadow manager to now a manager is so seamless, and I have no doubt he's going to succeed.
Oh yeah.
It's because you have been doing a thing for a lot of years now, and now you've been given the full control. It's not like somebody saying I was like a mate and now making me the driver.
Thank you very much, Olakoko Michael. Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. Yeah, Sammy Flex is here with us, Olakoko Michael as well as Uncle Ken. We'll be joined on Zoom and on phone by James Abuaje, Five-Pack president, and then actor Fifi Kuhlman. In the meantime, so you wait, we talk about the Connect album, yeah? In the meantime, though, please, let's take a listen to this.
I have to be careful.
Be careful.
During the act.
If the woman says that don't discharge in
It's off. It's not coming.
the criminal code defines it.
All right, Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z, and we're still here. Now, Efua Asantwa, aka Efua Asantwa Singathon, is in the news again. She is in the news. This is a lady who started and embarked on a singing marathon for the Guinness World Records in December. Started on 24th December, ended on 29th December. Yes, and she had all the attention, had all the love from Ghanaians. And we were hoping that she would come out with the qualification. But yesterday, we heard news, or we saw news on social media. So somebody posted a video of a gentleman saying that Efua Asantwa had been disqualified by Guinness World Records on X. And then the Guinness World Records account replied to that post. And this was their reply. Unfortunately, Efua's Guinness World Records attempt for the longest singing marathon was not successful. But we hope that she will make another attempt. We've seen how inspirational it has been for her fans. The evidence check had already begun before Efua requested priority service, so we refunded her payment earlier this month. We wish Efua the best of luck with any further record attempt. Yes. So this is a statement that came out yesterday, and since then people have been asking. For the past few weeks, I think a week or two ago, people have been asking if the results were out. And I remember I saw a video of Efua Asantwa responding to people. If I've been disqualified. You see, it was a bit sarcastic, and people were wondering, is the results really out or not? Now, I saw some of the team members, my own brother, Nana Regan and Eric Tosca, responding to people on social media. I was laughing because some of the accounts they were giving didn't really tally. Because, for example, Eric Tosca was talking about the fact that Efua paid the priority service sometime around 6th February. Meanwhile, Efua was here on 1st February and did an interview with Joy News where she mentioned that she had paid the priority service 2 weeks after the Singathon. So people are actually not so happy with regards to the fact that Efua Asantwa may have held on to the results without informing the people, without informing the same people that threw their support behind her during the attempt in December. Now, we have an exclusive, but I'll not share it now. We have an exclusive. So, Showbiz A to Z has written to Guinness World Records, and they've told us why Ifua was disqualified. So you keep listening. But in the meantime, let me pick your thoughts on this whole disqualification. Let me start with you, Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken.
Kwame, as for me, I am gutted for Ifua. Totally gutted for Ifua. Because I was willing her on.
Yeah.
Ever since I met her for the first time in this studio when she came for
Yes.
You know, and I found her to be a very nice lady, resilient, focused. So I followed her throughout the Singathon.
Yeah.
And I was happy for her, the way she was being hailed all over the place, and the opportunities that were coming her way, So to hear the news yesterday got me down, really down. And what even made it worse was the comments I read from people on social media that were very uncomplimentary, And I asked myself, why do we do this as a nation? Why can't we just will people on? They're just saying there's so many stars in the sky.
Yeah.
And they all shine brightly in the night. True. There's not only one star in the sky. So everybody can shine brightly in the sky.
Yeah.
So allow people to do what they want to do and wish them well. Kwame,
Okay.
in SMP, if you decide to digest what went on, the outcome, and all this now, you will just muddy the waters.
True.
If you ask me, I am absolutely gutted. And I just want to say to Afua, she did what she did. We willed her on. She made us proud. She put Ghana on the map.
Exactly.
Because everybody was talking about
December was late.
Yes. She put us on the map. And we will forever be proud of her. I just hope this does not get her down. And she uses the opportunities that have come her way through the Singathon to make a better person of herself.
Thank you, Uncle Ken. Ola Michael.
Yeah, Kwame, when I saw the thing on our platform, I was a bit disturbed because I went there and I interviewed her before she embarked on this one.
Yeah.
And I remember during the interview on Peace, that's when she enumerated some of the things she needed. And you know how radio works. Quickly we were able to put together.
I listened to you.
And got some people to be on board to support her. So I had no option than to go there and check on how things were going. So I felt like I was part of the whole team. And to hear these news, like, oh, so all the effort gone waste. And we Ghanaians, we are funny people. And I think when Jesus Christ was preaching about Pharisees and Sadducees, he was actually referring to us. No, yeah, Uncle, I think Jesus was referring to us.
You know your Bible. Yeah. That's what I want to say.
Thank you. Because how can we be the same people praising you, and because of a small mishap, we turn around to be the same people crucifying you so easily?
Yeah, that's how we are.
I'm sure that one started when she also started making some posts about some things online. Especially when at a point people were attacking her for one reason or the other, and she came back to respond that
they are one Ghana
you
data.
guys, you come and you use your one Ghana data to say
no boy.
Okay, some of the truths they are not
hard truth.
Some truths are not meant to be spoken.
They are better
but
not
so
say.
Easy, I think
hard truth.
I think we should sometimes take it easy on ourselves. We are too hard on ourselves. And this lady, first of all, she made last December more exciting than we have ever seen it.
Oh yeah.
This lady last December had a lot of people trooping to the Akwaba village to have fun. I even realized there was a market there day and night.
Money people made.
Yeah.
People made money through this lady's attempt. Do you get it? Because of her, I heard there are over 200 applications at GTA all seeking support for GWR. Because of her. Because GTA heard
it
us having the
attractive,
conversation, and they also said, okay, why
came
don't
on
we also
board.
come on board and just
Yeah.
help her? And so everybody was ready to help.
Ola,
Yes, sir.
Kwame, sorry. You know, talking about this, little did I know that certain Ghanaians had attempted the world record before her.
Yeah.
You know,
Some
yes,
jollof,
yeah.
something.
Apparently, certain
Okay.
Ghanaians had.
Yeah, there are Ghanaians in the
yes,
records.
but
yeah.
there was not that much publicity.
And
Okay.
she brought that
Thank you.
Brought
attention.
that
Thank
attention.
And for whatever the reason is, GWR should be praising this lady. At least she's become more like a Ghanaian ambassador.
Yeah, they mentioned it. They are so excited about her.
Exactly.
The buzz that came with that.
So why? She's been disqualified, and so what? Suddenly she's an enemy we have to just be throwing stones at. But Kwame,
Yeah,
in January last month,
This year.
last month. Yeah.
she was actually aiming at 4 records, not one. I don't know if you guys followed. Now this is what I pick up from businessghana.com, and it was a conversation she had with a Daily Graphic. She said, I think the current attempt I did captures 4 records, but many have not paid attention. There are many records that I have broken, but you have to apply for them separately.
Okay.
Currently, we are doing the longest singing marathon, but it applies for 4 or 5 records on their platform.
Yeah.
We have submitted the current one, but we are now going to look into the others. So why are we jumping into conclusion of the crucifixion?
How many of
But
us
we're talking about
know this?
what we know about what she
How many of
applied
us know
for.
this?
No, she
No,
had
no,
an
I'm saying
interview.
yes.
Yeah, we know.
yes.
She posted even on her social media handles.
You see?
They were all over.
Yeah, but how many of us took that in? Because
but
me
I
sitting here,
thought it was purely PR.
yeah, me sitting here
No,
until,
with
until
this
now.
one,
Yes.
the one I just read.
Yes.
No, but that was before immediately after she submitted in January.
Yeah,
she
that's when
submitted
she
in the
did.
first
No, no,
week
no.
of January.
Yeah.
That's when
I thought she was just trying to tell people that
Ola,
out of the entire activity,
Until
I did
you
this,
reading it.
I did that, I did this, I did that. I'm not sure she submitted all these to
No, Kwame.
Guinness World Records.
Kwame,
Yeah.
she is saying, as at the time she was having this interview with Daily Graphic,
Yeah.
she said she was
had
submitting
submitted
one
one.
out of the 4 or 5. And after
And
that
which one was that?
the singathon.
the singathon.
Yes.
And after that, she's submitting the remaining 4.
Has she done that?
No,
We don't know yet.
we
Okay.
don't know.
But if she has submitted for the longest singing marathon by a female, and she has been disqualified for that, why don't we wait for the rest to also be submitted? For all you know, after you crucifying her for this one, she will be vindicated in the others. And what will you be saying? That we didn't really know you had other ones that we were not paying
And we
attention.
didn't know. Me, if it was not for you, I didn't even know she had other ones.
She has.
Other ones that she's
And
yet
they
to
were
do.
all
yet
about
no,
singing.
They were all
They were
captured
all
within the
encompassed.
5 days.
They were encompassed in
And
5
okay,
days.
so if I should read the other one, maybe for educational purpose, let me read the other one that she hopes to
Okay.
present. Okay, I'll say, however, she told the Daily Graphic that in addition to the record on singing, the team will also be applying for the first Ghanaian and African female to perform for 5 continuous days. The second one is the longest lasting musical event in Ghana and Africa.
Okay.
The third one is the first musical show to attract 8 DJs in a continuous performance across 5 days. And the last one is the first female to attempt a singing marathon.
And do you do this after the first attempt, or you file before you even get into that?
No,
That is
after
another
you
question.
are done with the attempt, that's when
Because
probably
before you are giving the permit,
you
they
need
would
to
have-
list the things you are
Exactly.
attempting on.
So you don't do the event
They have to
before
give
you.
them
So, but
tell
how
them
would we
what you-
know? How would you know she actually alerted them that this is what she's attempting on?
Okay, these are all assumptions. Thank you very much, Sammy Flex.
Yeah. Kwame, which of the angles should I take it to?
The disqualification.
No, do you think this is going to affect the deals that she has now?
It depends on how they handle it.
Yeah.
Because as it stands now, whether we like it or not, the fame and the popularity she's enjoying already. And that is one thing that I would commend her team for.
Ambassadorial deals.
They did not wait for the certificate to come before they'll move. They were smart because during the Christmas, like Ola just rightly said, she was one of the popular things we discussed in the space.
Yeah.
In fact, she actually took the shine of so many things that happened here in
During
our
that period.
industry. From the Sarkodie show, the Stone Boy show, and all those things. Because of what she was doing, we were discussing her more than talking about those shows, which were not the usual things we do during Christmas.
Yeah.
So to me,
True.
for now, if someone says she's going to lose something, it is not true. Now, even if I were to be a part of her team, it is going to be another opportunity to even enjoy more hype as early as possible. They should apply that they would want to reattempt, that they want to do it again. Now, when they apply that they want to reattempt, that is also, and now we are in February, yeah?
Yeah.
We are in February.
Yeah.
Yes, we are going to discuss that for the next 10 months.
That is if she chooses to do it in December.
Even if she doesn't want to do.
No, for December, she shouldn't run away from December.
Okay.
Because it
Okay,
worked.
it
It
works.
worked for her. And now, knowing the publicity that came with it, knowing the advertisement that came with it, if she announces that she wants to do it again, trust me, all these things will triple. So to me, for whatever she's enjoying now, she's not going to lose it. She's never going to lose it because the fame is here.
Yeah.
The last time we read that GTA has
Yeah.
made her an ambassador.
Yeah.
So if someone is an ambassador for Ghana Tourism Authority, why do you think the person now she has or they have her support? Anytime she wants to do something and she goes to them, they are going to support her.
On Tamabio.
No, she will not suffer. Where Uncle Ken was saying people were bashing her, I think I'll give them a little of the blame. But then again, after giving them the blame, I'll come back to who she is.
Okay.
From Guinness World Records tweet, it was so obvious that the information of disqualification had gone to them some weeks ago.
When they returned the money.
Yes.
That she
When
paid.
Guinness returned the money, and again, the news that she had been disqualified, that information had gone to them
They
some
had
weeks
it.
ago. They've gotten that information some weeks ago, reading what is
Of
there.
course, if
Yeah.
they return the money, there must be a reason.
Exactly. So what I am thinking is that, why did they keep it away from the people?
And that is what people are saying. People
but,
are worried.
But then again, even in thinking about or in asking why they kept it away from the people, I'll still come back to think about the lady, her emotions.
Okay.
Because let's look at the stress she went through. Let's look at all the things that she went through, and to wake up, check your mail, and you've been disqualified for whatever reason. It will break you. How to talk about it would be very difficult. Maybe they needed someone with serious communication skills to have handled that for them. Because reason people are now mocking her is the fact that she did not say it. If she had said it first,
Yeah, she didn't say it.
they would rather have sympathized
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
With her. Yeah.
With her.
Yeah.
If she had said it
That's
first.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like many,
That was a
with
flaw.
all the stress, with all the stress.
That was
But
a
now,
flaw.
she was not saying it. And there were some people who were even asking us, so how far? So are you people sure Guinness is
And
still...
so deflecting all those. Yeah.
Exactly. So yes, people are people. Me, I keep saying that for some time now. What happens online, social media, and those things, if you don't have the heart to cushion some of these things and you want to follow them, trust me, you will never live long on earth.
Sammy, is it true it was your girl who wrote to Guinness? Yeah.
Which girl?
His
Tilly.
girl asking what his girlfriend.
No.
To do what?
What?
Wrote to Guinness to do what?
No.
To
What I
inquire
know-
about the
The
status
status, yeah.
of
No,
her
no.
participation.
No, what I know is that she wrote on Facebook
Yeah.
demanding to know the status of the
result.
attempt.
Yeah, attempt,
As
yeah.
to whether she has been qualified or disqualified.
Yeah.
And the responses that came from her team members were not favorable. As to whether she wrote to Guinness herself, that one I
Herself,
don't know,
that
because
you don't know.
Kwame Dadzie just told me him and his team, they have also done that.
Right.
And they've gotten some 1 or 2 information.
Right.
So I think the only thing that they delayed was the fact that they waited for
didn't
Guinness
tell
to.
us.
But once again, I also feel for them. That pain, because I wonder who would even break that information
Yes,
to her.
yes,
Exactly.
yes. And how are you going
Exactly.
to do it?
Yeah,
How do you
because we
how do
saw
you
what
take
she
the
went
outcome?
We
Yeah.
saw what, and to wake up knowing that, with all the hype, and that fear would also come. So now that I've been disqualified, am I going to lose the hype? It wasn't going to be easy to be communicated
Yeah,
to her.
yeah,
So
You give her the
exactly.
some
We need
sympathy
But
there.
I know her to be a
Qu-
very
qu-
strong
Ola,
person.
no,
One
you will
second.
still be broken.
Okay.
I swear. You'll be
It
broken.
wouldn't be easy.
No,
it
it'll be
wouldn't
broken,
be easy
it'll
to
be
do.
broken.
Sammy,
Yeah.
you said that her team moved fast and got deals done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
most of the deals that she got were not from her team.
Exactly.
It was from the companies who wanted to leverage on her popularity.
Team popularity, yeah.
Most of the deals, I mean, for instance,
But are
she
we
did not
privy? Are we
apply.
privy to the contracts?
No, I'm saying she did not apply to GTA. They
Okay.
quickly jumped on
True,
and
true.
made her an ambassador. I
Because
remember.
they were on board from day one.
Yes,
From
they
day
were.
one,
Yes, and all the other deals, I don't think that most of them were by their
I
initiative.
think the people saw the popularity she's
And they
Yes.
wanted to
Yes.
leverage on that.
They just want to leverage
and
on
wanted to leverage on it.
But you never know. She might have also gone in for some of them.
Oh, Kwame.
Maybe.
At that juncture.
And Kwame,
when she had not received the results.
Uncle P.
She didn't wait for that.
Uncle Ken. So
Yeah.
what about Sammy? What about the fact that maybe when she received the information about her disqualification,
Yeah.
she was having a deal in the pipeline?
She wanted to
And
finish
so
with
didn't
that.
want to disclose.
Because-
what do I
because-
do?
No,
Yeah,
but
because
not
a few
long
days
ago,
ago,
not
a few
long
days
ago.
ago, that hotel,
Yeah.
hotel in Akosomo also.
Yeah. But not long ago, I think last week or two, she signed a deal with a battery or something.
Yes.
company. So what if she wanted to finish this because
Yeah.
she was also contemplating if she should release that information, would that not affect that?
No,
deal?
no, no.
A whole realm of
What if-
speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
exactly.
but she wrote something on her Facebook
Yes.
timeline.
Okay.
That one.
Let me see if I
So
can.
you
All right, join
You'll be stalking this
99.7 FM. You can send in your thoughts in here, 05511119997. We have a lot to talk about today. Coming up, we have big convo on sexual harassment in the creative industry, the men's perspective. We also have the Connect album coming up. And in the meantime, we're talking about the Fuas and Tours disqualification from Guinness World Records. You can send in your thoughts, 05511119997. You've seen it, eh?
Yeah. So I think some 19 hours ago, she wrote that the news of the outcome of my singathon attempt came few minutes as I was preparing to host a gala dinner and the launch of the
I saw
Lebanese
that.
Scholarship
Yeah.
Alumni Network attended by the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I would announce my next line of action in few days. Thank you all for your love and support.
Yeah.
When life hands you lemons, turn them to
Into
lemonade.
lemonade. But I don't like
Success
lemonade.
is sweetest when snatched out of the jaws of defeat. So
This was yesterday.
yes,
Yeah,
some
this was
last
19
night.
hours ago.
Yeah.
So what she meant was that at the time the result came, she was too busy
Exactly.
to communicate.
Or maybe
what
she
time?
had not seen
that's
it.
what
Oh, you should-
That's what it
She said
means.
that-
that's what it
I've
means.
seen that post.
Yeah, maybe
But
she had
she
not
didn't
seen it.
really mention what time was it, which day was it,
She
which
said at
date
the
was
time it came,
Exactly.
she was preparing for this program.
Great.
Yes.
So when was this program
program?
held? That's how you get to know when she received that
it?
information.
Okay, Uncle Ken, do you have any information before I drop what Guinness
Information
are
on what?
saying? I just saw you open.
No, I was opening the same thing.
Oh, okay.
That Sammy read.
Okay, so
Because I
attention
said it.
everyone, if you are listening to us, Showbiz A to Z wrote to Guinness World Records requesting to know why Ifwas Antoa was disqualified. This was their response. And this was responded to us by Alina Polianskayi, PR executive. And it says, hello, thank you for your enquiry. We can attribute the following to a Guinness you can attribute the following to a Guinness World Record spokesperson.
Very, very apt.
Then they bring the reason under. Unfortunately, Efua's Guinness record attempt for the longest singing marathon was not successful, but we hope that she would make another attempt soon. Goes ahead to say, this was due to guidelines around rest breaks timings not being met. These rules are standard across all of our longest marathon records. We've seen how inspirational Efua's attempt has been for her fans, and we wish her the best of luck in any future records attempt. Thanks, Alina. And then the name comes under Alina Polianskayi, PR executive.
Please repeat
Yeah.
that part again.
Yeah.
This was due to what?
This was due to guidelines around rest breaks timings not being met. Rest breaks.
Rest breaks.
So when they went on breaks,
Yeah.
I think sometimes they overstayed the.
Yeah, there were times that she overstayed
Yes.
because of health reasons and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is what they've given to us as the reason she was disqualified.
Oh,
And that's the only reason they gave?
That's the only reason they gave.
Wow.
Yes.
Kwame, you know why I'm surprised?
Yeah.
You see how gullible we can be in this country. When this disqualification thing came out yesterday, a lot of people on Facebook now jumping to the defense of some blogger, something ideas that I don't even want to. Yeah. And the reasons he gave
I see we works with them.
for a first disqualification, and were hailing him as a prophet. People were hailing ideas as a prophet because of the reasons he gave. And do you know the reasons he gave, Kwame? Me, you know, when it comes to
I don't
these
even
things-
think we should loud it.
Yeah, but at least,
Uncle
at
Ken
least.
needs to you. I mean,
He
he
wants
needs to come out
evidence.
with the evidence.
Yes,
He's a
me,
man
I
of
like evidence. You know, he said she just murmured to most of the songs and did not actually sing them, the lyrics. So he said she repeated several songs in the space of 4 hours, e.g., Freedom, your man's song.
Yeah.
She performed most of the songs for more than 2 minutes. She at most times failed to sing continuously for 30 plus seconds without a pause.
Wow.
She took more breaks than expected.
So then she got 1 point.
Most of the songs, yeah, but did they say she took more breaks or what? Kwame
Yeah.
read?
What
No,
is
that's what
the
it
same?
means.
It's almost
Basically,
the same.
basically that's it.
It's almost
yeah.
the same.
That's what
Yeah.
it means.
Yeah.
Like the
She-
breaks were plenty.
Most of the songs she performed are not recognizable by GWR.
They didn't
That
say
one
that.
is
These are
How?
these are his own assumptions.
How can you?
I know you're bogus.
All right.
How can you come up with such ludicrous
We will be
things
taking a
and
few
people call you a
calls
prophet?
here, but before that, Socrates Safo has sent me a message, and he is clarifying something that was said here. Says that she applied to GTA for assistance. That is from Socrates Safo, who I know was very instrumental in the whole attempt during December. Yes. Okay, you can call us now 0302216 541 0302216 You can call now and also share your opinion on Ifua Asantua's disqualification, the longest singing marathon attempt that she embarked on in December has been disqualified. And according to the Guinness World Records, she was disqualified because of the regulations or the guidelines around the rest break timings. This is the reason given to us by the Guinness World Records as why she was disqualified. You can call us right now and share your thoughts with us 030-2216-541 or send us a WhatsApp message now 05511119997. Still right here on Joe 99.7 FM, and we are giving you a dose of great content this afternoon on Showbiz A to Z. Okay. Let me Okay, somebody, we have a caller online now. Let me quickly pick this caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
And who do I have here?
This is Mensa calling from Achimota.
Okay. Mensa calling from Achimota.
Yes, please.
What do you make of Ifua Santua's disqualification?
She did well, to have the idea, apply, and get the program on to really execute it, go through all this process. This is not easy. So I want to use the opportunity to congratulate her. She did well, and better luck next time.
Great. Ifua Santua did really well.
Yes, and I also want to contribute to Sammy Flex earlier. The conversation you had with Sammy Flex. Yes, he's a great guy. We all love Sammy Flex, and just as Uncle have said, he should be very guided. He's a human being. We know him as Sammy Flex, and he should be able to balance his work with Shatta and also maintain that credibility. Let me put it that way, because Shatta have pushed a narrative, and that narrative have worked for them. For instance, the first time I listened to Shatta's music was on radio, but he always created the impression that radio have not helped him, and maybe Sammy is trying to toe that line. But radio, they are going on a tour, and it's radio. Every year, Shatta goes on a radio tour. For any of his programs, you see Shatta go on radio tour. But they will come back and say that radio have not helped them, nobody have helped them, and they push that narrative so strongly that anybody who speaks against that becomes an enemy. But radio have helped them, Ghanaians have helped them, Without Ghanaians, Shatta wouldn't have been wherever he is. So he coming on board, he should try and balance things so that it doesn't look like, and they shouldn't run other brands down. Stonebwoy, Sako, many Ghanaian artists are doing very well. All of the guys are pushing, they might be coming from a certain direction. They don't need to follow your direction. And it's working for all of them. Stonebwoy is rich, Stonebwoy is not poor. Sako is rich, they are not poor. You don't need to come and run them down. Look at what Stonebwoy is doing all over the world. Just imagine another 2 or 3 Ghanaian musicians are doing all that. Look at where the Ghana name will go.
Okay.
But we seem to just run people down so that we can get some mileage. And it's been working for some people. But let's be careful that we manage these things so that all of them are winning. Nobody is poor. Nobody is rich. We are all getting there. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, we get you.
They should also understand this. In the past, Ghanaian musicians, just imagine the opportunity these guys have. If Daddy Lumba and Co should have that. Do you get it? If the Daddy Lumba and Co should have social media, YouTube, and all that.
Okay.
But irrespective of that, Daddy Lumba is a rich guy.
Point well made, my brother.
All of them have made money. They are not poor. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your call. Good afternoon.
Yeah, hello, Kwame. I hope you're doing well.
I'm doing great. Your name and where you calling from?
This is Adrian from tonight, Sama.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah. I once again commend Joy FM, Joy News, for the attempt to get the reason from the right source. Tell Uncle Ken that some of us, when you don't listen to him on radio, we can't sleep. So for me, I spend 80% of my time listening to radio. That is it.
Okay.
I think Uncle Ken shouldn't be that surprised about some Ghanaians. It looks as if they are happy about the lady not coming. Even the Bible tells us that if all men love you, it's not the best. I can see the sister to be a great lady. And even in examination, you can be setting exams for 5 times before, you come out victorious. So for this, I can see she is strong enough to attempt again. And when she makes another attempt, for this time around, I hope she's going to make it. No, it's not a good news though, because it was very tiresome. But for all this things happening, I think it will boost her morale. But for Sammy Flex, I like her composure, her eloquence. But my only advice for him is, once managing Shatawale, he should try to manage his temperament too. Thank you for a great show.
Thank you very much, my brother, for your call. Good afternoon. Okay. Joe 99.7 FM. Good afternoon. All right. Still here talking about Efua Asantew's singing marathon attempt, which has been disqualified, and also talking about various issues this afternoon. Sammy Flex is here, and his artist, Shatawale, is out with a new album, Connect album. We'll be going into that later on the show, and also be delving into sexual harassment and exploitation issues. We began this about 2 weeks ago. The ladies were here. Today the men are going to talk on this particular issue. But even before I go on, I have this opinion from somebody says, good afternoon, Kwame. Ghanaians are not only gullible but resentful. The proverbial Ghanaian hospitality is a sham. Really. The pull him down syndrome is real, bro. To Efua Asantewa, I say she should hold her head high. She did very well. Better luck next time, from Anthony Ajete Ajay Achimota. Yes, for those of you who didn't really get the reason Efua Asantewaa was disqualified with the longest singing marathon attempt, this is what Guinness World Records is saying. Unfortunately, Efua's Guinness World Records attempt for the longest singing marathon was not successful, but we hope that she would make another attempt soon. Now listen to this. This was due to guidelines around rest break timings not being met. These rules are standard across all of our longest marathon records. So, yes, now you know why Efua Asantewa's attempt was disqualified. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kwame.
Please, your name and where you're calling from?
This is me, Ajeti from Achimota.
Oh, Ni, you've called.
Yeah.
What do you have to add?
Charlie, I went somewhere and I had to rush to come and listen to you. We don't miss your show. And to Uncle Ken, tell him, for years I've been listening to him. For years. So I like the submission he made when on Sammy's school, but that's just by the by. I think they made a point that really touched my heart. Look, what's happening on social media is not the best for this country. Let's face facts. Some of us can work on those things, but how much are there who don't have that patience, who don't have that strength and those things? You know, the pulling down syndrome in Ghana is very real. We don't like ourselves. And as one of the panelists said, I think we are the biblical Pharisees. Look at what is happening to Montrage, to Aja for real. Check what we are doing to her. I won't go far. Look at DJ Rowling. We were calling him Junior Jesus. What happened? We crucified him. So what I'm trying to say is that this lady gave her all. You know, how many of us can even stay awake and sing for 30 minutes, my brother? If she has gone and it's not well, we don't have to rally around and then try and support her for her to go again or probably have herself to go other things. I don't agree with Sammy on whatever justification he's giving. They have their own media communication strategy. So should it be? That doesn't justify what is being meted to her on social media. Let's rally around and support this lady. But to end it all, like Uncle K, who have renounced himself from the movement and the Shatta movement member, take it or leave it. I mean, you can laugh or hate Shatta Wale, but there is a man or a guy who really stands for what he believes in. And I think Sammy should really manage him well, and he will get there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anthony, for your call. Good afternoon.
Kwame Dadzie.
Yes, my brother.
Kofi Hayford here.
Oh, Kofi Hayford.
Charlie, I needed to add my voice to this particular
What
one.
are you doing on my wire?
Allow me to speak.
Okay, let's hear you, my brother.
Okay, so first of all, let me say a very good afternoon to all your pundits. I've been listening to the show. First off, I think Showbiz A to Z is one of the best entertainment shows in Ghana. So that's just
everybody knows, including Ola Michael.
Exactly. All right, Kwame. I think this is a fine opportunity for me to add my voice to what is going on social media with regards to if we're some students, singers. See, we are own enemies. Ghanaians, we are own enemies. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it irks me. And that's why I've called into the show. Like, why can't we be happy for each other? What is wrong with your brother or your sister winning? I don't understand all the trolls that are going on social media. It doesn't make sense to me. Like Uncle Ken said, like Sammy Flex said, this is one of the shows that she put up in December that brought all of us together, almost everyone. I saw when I was reading that.
Yeah, Kofi, your line is tripping. Oh, too bad. Kofi's line is unstable. Okay, Joe 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z, and we're still on. At least now you know why Ifwa Asantwa was disqualified from the longest singing marathon attempt was due to how she wasn't able to adhere to the rules or guidelines regarding the breaks. Yeah, so that is basically the reason. Still here on Joy 99.7 FM.
Yes,
as married couples.
No, of course.
That's
if the woman says that don't discharge into me.
That's so unfair.
So there's no rape in marriage.
No, there could be rape in marriage. There's rape in marriage. I'm just saying that the consent can be withdrawn at any stage.
Did you hear Kwame?
Some men have medical conditions.
So if at the point you may have given your consent from the beginning, but
it's Showbiz A to Z.
My mind. The man cannot say that, hey, at this stage, I cannot stop it.
Can we amend the law? That is the law.
We take these things for granted, but if we
now and get boosted to enjoy even more live sport, movie
and
action,
start
local
in our laws
and big time fun for the kids. Upgrade now and get boosted to the next package. Visit your MultiChoice office or agent and upgrade today. Terms and conditions apply.
You're welcome to the maiden edition of the Joy News Impact Makers Award.
Tonight, we gather here to honor and celebrate individuals.
We celebrate the goodness in our humanity
and create more inclusive, compassionate, and thriving societies.
The overall winner, Isaac Ajoato.
In a land where dreams are often cradled in the arms of hope, there exists a league of unsung heroes. They are the silent architects of change, the torchbearers who illuminate paths where once there was only darkness. From the verdant stretches of our farms to the innovative labs of science, from the warm embrace of humanitarian aid to the simplest acts of kindness. These are the changemakers who sculpt the future of our nation, stitch by stitch. Unknown to them, their acts of selflessness have resonated across the land, stirring the hearts of many and sparking a movement of recognition and celebration. It's that time of the year again. Joy News proudly presents the Impact Makers Awards 2024. Join us in our quest to spot and honor those steadfast warriors who are remolding the destiny of our communities and our nation. This is your moment to nominate the unsung hero in your midst, the beacon of change whose story deserves to be told. To nominate your Impact Maker of the Year, send your entries to impact.makersawards@myjoyonline.com. Let's amplify their stories. The Joy News Impact Makers Awards, celebrating ordinary people making extraordinary impact.
Imagine strutting into the most anticipated wedding of the year. Only to see 7 other girls wearing your exact same outfits.
You are special and one of a kind, and that's why whether it's voice, data or SMS, you get to enjoy personalized offers tailored to your specific needs with MTN just for you. Dial *141# or select your options on the My MTN app to redeem your unique just for you package on Ghana's best mobile network. MTN.
Gripping conversations, business opportunities, and inspiring life stories in the engine room. We have it all. Tune in to Springboard, your virtual university with Reverend Albert Okran, this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM, Facebook, and YouTube. Catch the repeat telecast on Joy Prime every Saturday at 9 a.m. Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN Pulse, UMB Bank, and Central University. Media partners: Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Graphic Business. Springboard. Your personal value will shoot up. Gripping conversations, business opportunities, and inspiring life stories in the engine room. We have it all. Tune in to Springboard, your virtual university with Reverend Albert Okran, this Sunday at 7 p.m. on Joy 99.7 FM, Facebook, and YouTube. Catch the repeat telecast on Joy Prime every Saturday at 9 a.m. Sponsors: Enterprise Group, MTN Pulse, UMB Bank, and Central University. Media partners: Joy FM, Joy Prime, and Graphic Business. Springboard. Your personal value will shoot up. Here's where we turn around. Here's where we turn around.
Showbiz A to Z on Joy 99.7 FM. Show brought to you by the FTN Everywhere You Go Superstar Multi-Fruit Drink. Yeah. We're going to the Eastern region. We're going for Eastern Camp Adventure. And I need you to come with me. Yeah. We have conquered Ghana with you, escaped with you to the Western region, gone on the Savannah Safari together. Do you remember the Afajato conquest? the kayaking on the Volta Lake, and all the many other adventures and fun trips that we had together. Those were the very educative, fun, and memorable discoveries of Ghana that we made together. Now it's now time to take it a notch higher. This is how we're doing that. We're making new discoveries, creating new experiences, and reliving nightlife back in the day with the Eastern Camp Adventure. Now this time around, we will pitch camp somewhere serene on top of the Brim Mountain. Sounds so good, yeah. Imagine you up there with some Rasame. Yeah, we're going together, right? To experience the adventure of tent accommodation, sit by the fireside and relive those typical Ghanaian moments with Anansi stories. Jungle party with barbecue, Jama night, movie night, and a visit to the Asanima waterfalls and Ewukugwa. How many of you knew that Okonfo Anoche's hometown is Ewukugwa? You didn't know, right? We'll be going there, so please join us. We also spend time at the Safari Valley Eco Park with a good lunch. It's not expensive, just 1,500 Ghana cedis for your transportation, access to the tourist site, food, board, and everything else covered. Now, save a spot now. Pay via Momo. The Momo number is 059-303-8842. 059-303-8842. Did you get that? Please take your pen and paper and write this. 059-303-882. That is the Momo number. And the name on the account is Daniel Boyfio Multimedia Group. And please, the reference number is Joycam. For more information, please call 030-221-6540. The Eastern Camp Adventure discoveries, fun, and memories. But let me also tell you that you can as well pay via *714*003#. Radio Enjoy 99.7 FM. Now, let me ask you, Brasame, have you had a tent, a camp experience before?
Yes.
When was that?
That was Wilderland.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there. I spent some 3 days in the deep.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's a good feeling, but you know what I mean. If you go alone, you wouldn't enjoy it.
As you can go with your friends.
Yeah, no, you have to go with your friends. Not you can.
You need to go. with your
nobody
friends.
should go to any tent alone.
Oh really?
Go with someone.
Okay.
Because in the afternoon, it's a little hot. You might have to be out of the tent. Where are you going to be? I'm not even talking about night. For night, let's leave it to the nocturnals. In the afternoon, when it is so hot, you have to be out there and be talking to someone. So imagine if you don't go with anybody and everybody is also busy. How are you going to manage? So it is a beautiful experience in the tent. I've been there. I think I was there for the 3 days. Wow. I really had a good time. Knowing that everybody was in the tent. Just that you have to be careful what you do in the tent. The tent is not soundproof.
You have to be careful. Okay.
You have to be careful. You have to measure everything you say. So but the next guy in the next tent can hear you talk. And we don't sit in the tent. The moment you go in, you have to be sleeping. So no, I did not go alone. I've said that. I went with Roland.
Oh,
I went with Roland.
Roland and Mate.
Yes, Roland.
He's part of
Roland. With Roland.
Yes. Part of the team.
But did you sleep with Roland in the tent?
Oh no, they won't permit that. But for the sleeping, you'll be sleeping in individual tents.
Yes.
But when I wake up, I call him like he was next to me about some 3 tents away from mine.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
You go explain to ya.
But there are tents for couples. Are there not?
No, I went for the single.
Oh, okay.
You go explain to ya.
No evidence.
So please, it's happening on 16th to 17th March. 1 night, 2 days. Please, you can come in pairs. So buy the ticket. 1,500 Ghana cedis pair. Then you are part of it. Ola, are you coming with us to go see Okonfo Anoche's hometown?
I want to, but the first time I attempted a tent camping, I went there on the second day and it rained.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No. Rest assured.
Unfortunately, the first night was the most beautiful. I had the tents. It was windy in the night, so the tents, some of them were just being taken away, and people were on top of other things, and it was all fun. So that inspired me to want to now go.
Yeah.
So I drove on the second day, wishing to have that experience they had the night before, and it rained.
So don't worry. We have provisions
on top
for
of
you.
their mattresses. So this one, Kwame, I'm making an open request.
Okay.
Any woman, a lady that wants to go, you can just take me along. I'll come.
I'm just trying to marry or link the lady to the rain, and I don't understand.
The Bible says to the pure, all things are pure. Take it in the way you understand it.
Thank you, Uncle Ken.
Yeah.
You go plus we.
Awukugwa.
Injo.
Awukugwa de same
You. Yeah,
Ofie
pe.
minima Awukugwa too well. Too well. Into me pese other people go new opportunity.
Into way the young comra.
But Kwame, let's explain to Uncle Ken that it's not about knowing there,
but the experience
that will be happening there.
The adventure.
If you want to take me as a tour guide, then let's talk.
Philip Nye is here. Philip Nye, please let's take Uncle Ken as a tour guide.
Yeah, if you want to take me as a tour guide because I know the vicinity, then that's a different kettle of fish.
Thank you very much, Joy. 99.7 FM. Now we get into the big conversation. The reason Ola Michael is here.
Last favorite topic.
And the reason Sammy Flex 2 is here.
Thank you.
One of the reasons.
I'm here for Shatta movie.
I know. But I know you have small interest, special interest in this one.
Small,
the day I dropped this topic, my man said
no. But Kwame, if you realized, I wasn't the only person who had
a lot of people. George Quay was part. A lot of people. A lot of men.
Sex is a serious thing in the world. Anywhere sex is mentioned, everybody becomes agitated. So I want to believe that if it is sex, and it is something that you cannot take away from human beings. Like the guy who said, sex is yei. So there is no way you can run away from it. So I think that topic, a very sensitive topic, legally has so many traps in there. But like I know we are coming to talk. So.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
man.
please let me take you back to last week, to the voice that we played here, that actress who was complaining about being exploited by some film directors in the past. Please take a listen.
Kwame, so I really enjoyed Showbiz A to Z last week, right? I actually think I enjoyed it because I could truly relate.
Rape can happen even after the
Kwame,
sexual
this industry
intercourse has started.
is really just a scam, to be honest. Yes,
Rape can
a
even
really
happen
big scam in an exploitation cartel.
During the act.
Why do you think that we do not have a thriving and a vibrant movie industry? You, the actress, you have to offer yourself for the role. You don't get paid well. And if you have to make some good money, then you have to get pimped. Look, I've had to quit and give up on my dreams of ever becoming a celebrated actress. I started off as a child actress. I joined the drama club in my school, even became the leader of the club, Kwame. I even played a few kid roles for some on-air productions like adverts, drama and film. So everybody around me knew I was going to be a great talent, right? They believed that I was going to make it big, but that was not to be. Let me also say that I'm a bit endowed, right? I'm curvy, quite attractive, and I get a lot of compliments. Some very silly, sexually suggestive, I must say. So, I was introduced to one movie producer, right, by a friend of mine who attends the same church with him. He liked me instantly. He paid me a lot of compliments as well, blah, blah, blah. And then one day he asked me to come over to his office for the auditions. Actually, the day I met him, he asked me to come for the auditions the next day. So you can imagine my excitement, right? My first audition role, the script was also ready. Like, it was already written, and I just had to act it out. And the script was, imagine that I'm your boyfriend and you want something very important from me. Seduce me into giving it to you. Now, there were pointers, right? Sit on his laps, kiss him, and do all you can to get it. Those were the pointers of the script. So, I mean, I was not expecting it, but I really wanted the role. So, I got into character, and before I realized it, this guy's hands were all over me, on my breasts, and he tried kissing me for real. When I thought we had to just act the kissing before long, I felt his finger slide into my underwear and started touching me down there. I pushed him away, and I wondered, like, what's all that about? He asked me if I didn't want the role or if I didn't ever want to become a superstar. I told him, I definitely do, but not like this. And he said to me, well, it's the only way. And I said, over my dead body. And I just walked out. I just walked away. This guy told me that I was going to come back and that there's no other way. And oh, Kwame, he was definitely right. Look, every other producer I tried demanded the same. And just like the first, most of them were sadly hidden in the audition script. In fact, one of them told me the days where talent were sought after to make producers relevant are gone. Yes, he told me today, talent need producers. And you must do as you are told to gain any form of exposure, fame, or relevance. So I went back to my friend, the one who introduced me to the first producer, to beg him for me. But interestingly, he was also already in on it. Yep. And he told me to just give in and pray for forgiveness. He told me that it was the norm and that all I needed was one opportunity and my talent to be shown to the world. So I went back to the first producer. I apologized. And he said that, for apologizing, he'll give me a lead role. So yes, Kwame, I gave in. I was given the lead role. The movie was a hit. But I had to continue giving in for all the others. I did 2 more times with 2 other producers, and then I called it quits. Honestly. I was not going to become a prostitute for fame. I just called acting quits. I was hurt and broken, and I became depressed. I went back to live with my mother out of town for about a year to pull myself together. And also to purge myself of all that I went through. So now I have an online business and I'm hoping to, just make some money and invest into a few gadgets to start creating content online. Because that way I could still exhibit my talents without being used. But Kwame, let me tell you something. For the few months that I stayed in this industry, I was privy to a lot of things. Oh, phone conversations, text messages and in-person chats between one of the producers who is also a pimp. And who also happened to be one of the ones I gave in to. And several women in this entertainment industry, where he connects them to rich men, pimp them for sponsorship and investment packages. And he got a percentage of whatever the ladies were offered. Let me tell you this. There's this celebrated female award organizer in this country who got pimped to an investor who sponsored her award event and other projects. She's a married woman, but because she really needed the support, she gave in and regularly serviced this investor for continuous sponsorship. Look, you may never know, but most of the marriages of female popular personalities that have broken down are all due to some of these factors. They were forced into sex because they needed sponsorship for their project, their husband found out, and the marriage ends. I've sent you 2 names. Please don't mention it on air, please. But just do your secret investigations. You may find out more. Ask yourself, Kwame, apart from Jackie Appiah, and about 2 others who regularly and back-to-back can account for their wealth, where do you think most of the other ladies get their monies from? Where? They don't act regularly. They don't have any visible businesses. Yet they live very lavish lives because they have to belong. Like I mentioned earlier, it's just the whole exploitation cartel. Look, I went onto your wall and I saw a lot of people who were saying we should name and shame. How do you name and shame without any form of evidence? In my case, my first case, for instance, where I was asked to audition for a role and I was sexually harassed. How do I prove it? This is the main reason why they always get away with it, because quite often, we don't have any ways to prove it. It's just your word against theirs. Yeah, so that's my story.
It's Showbiz A to Z.
Okay, so that is her story. Let me start with you, Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken,
No. You.
But so, Kwame, why did you invite me on this topic?
Because you've been in this industry for a long time. You may have had some experiences, directly or indirectly.
Of some woman seducing me.
Maybe. Or you being aware of somebody being seduced by another person.
Or maybe aware of somebody being seduced.
Yes.
Oh, okay. But why is your producer shaking his head? No. I listened to the ladies.
Yeah.
Okay. On the two occasions, the 2 episodes you had of Showbiz A to Z, and I was very moved with some of the revelations, But it looks like these revelations are universal, where women are concerned.
Yeah.
And it's something that happens across board, not only in our industry.
Yeah.
Per se. It happens across board.
Okay.
Listening to this lady, you realize that I don't know, but she must have been a very attractive lady.
Well endowed.
You are seeing her in your mind's eye
yes,
already.
I'm viewing her.
But she described herself.
She said
she's well endowed. She's well endowed as well. And the way our society, some men in our society like such ladies. Sammy Flex is telling me that as for him, he doesn't like well endowed ladies.
Oh, Bilal.
Some be true.
Fortunately for me, I have not been involved in any of such matters.
Okay.
Here in Ghana. Back in the UK.
Okay.
Back in the UK. I don't know whether I should say this.
Say it, please.
Oh, that's all I can say it.
Say it loud, please.
There were cases of women being head of modeling agencies.
Okay.
In the UK.
Okay.
Okay. And Philip, you know that back in the UK, I was once a model. For Carnaby people.
Wow.
I was in Carnaby Street in the West End. Tell them. Philip knows.
Wow.
And how I got to be a model is by going to a party and meeting a lady who was in charge of the agency. And I was dressed in a batakari.
Okay. Which year was this?
Oh, I'm talking about 1978. Back in the UK. 1978. And I was dressed in a batakari. And the lady found that intriguing. The batakari that I was wearing, she found it very intriguing amongst people who were dressed in, normal English and Western attire. And she finds this gentleman, and a good-looking gentleman at that.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Not today.
You're still good-looking.
And she came across to me. and spoke to me and told me about what she does and all that, and wanted to engage me to do some adverts.
Oh, okay, adverts.
Yeah, because she was for her Nigerian clients. I'm saying that back in the day, during that time, Nigeria was hot because Nigeria had just, discovered oil, and all the agencies were doing commercials for Nigerian television and all that, and wanted to use black people, of course, So when she saw me in the Batakari, she saw me as somebody she could use for some of her commercials for her Nigerian clients. And that got me into her agency,
Okay.
And I got very close to the lady. I mean, she was elderly. She was elderly, and I would not say we got intimate.
Okay, but you would say?
I'd say we got close.
Okay.
and often went out for drinks and stuff like that.
In London.
Very close, eh?
Not very. Close.
Okay.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, okay.
I did not say very.
Okay, but
Was
close.
it cold in London?
London is cold in winter.
Oh, okay, and you were going for drinks.
Yeah, we go for drinks, and you can go for drinks in winter. You can go for drinks in summer, autumn, or spring. You can go for drinks at any time.
Yes, sir.
But I am saying that she didn't get me to do what she wanted.
What did she want?
I don't know. Because the conversations that we had, I based my conversations on the business that she was offering me to do to get paid while a student. Do you understand? Sure. Yeah. I based because I was living with my now wife at the time. In London. Wow. And so couldn't get myself involved in any misdemeanors, so to speak. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I found out later that most of those women who were heading agencies were matured ladies.
Yeah.
And because they wanted younger guys in to use for their commercials and stuff that they do, they enticed them.
Wow. With what?
Whatever. And I'm sure sex was part of that is what you want me to say.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure sex was about where I'm concerned. I didn't. If I did, I'll tell you. Me there, I don't hide those things. If I did, especially with
Uncle
especially with Carla, who was in charge of this. I liked Carla. I saw her as a mother figure.
Yeah.
And she liked me as such because she found me to be, and she got me to get other black people to join her agency. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I can tell you that I am sure the clique, they enticed some of the gentlemen. Yeah, to work for them.
The other way around. This is the other way around.
So this happens.
Wow.
I have not seen it happening in Ghana. Since I've been in Ghana, I have not seen it happen. I don't know of women trying to, entice men into a role, for instance, in the film industry.
Yeah.
I don't think any of the female producers in the country that I know of would entice men to sleep with them for roles. I find that
now.
I find that
I'm not talking. I'm just licking my cheek.
I find that difficult to think of that it could happen, but maybe it can happen.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe it can happen, Kwame. But this world is a very interesting place.
Very, very interesting.
And so many things happen.
I like your story.
You like my story?
Yeah. Sonny Bless.
Yes.
Do you have a similar story?
Someone seducing me.
Yes.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
But how do you feel when you hear all these women come out to say that I was asked to offer sex for roles and all that? How do you feel about it?
I think first of all, they are not being honest with themselves.
All of them?
Most of the times, those who come out speaking like that, they are always not being honest to themselves. Because one, Kwame, if you know how to do something, you know how to do it.
Yeah.
At every point in time, if any director organizes any audition, he or she is looking for talented people. There are so many people, and here I'm talking about these ladies.
Yeah.
And Kwame, because they know the laws or the law is always in their favor,
right?
They try to beat us to it. Someone would organize an audition. You come there looking like how you are looking, knowing very well that what you are coming for, you might not even be qualified or fit yet, but you want to, based on what you have,
impress.
You want to come and manipulate the system. You want to come and manipulate the system.
How?
Oh, like the lady who was dealing with you in London.
Yes, I really swine.
No, it was part of the manipulation. Kwame, so
Yeah.
sometimes when I hear some of these stories, I also ask myself, okay, how did they happen? Recently, there was one lady writing some things on social media.
I saw it.
Mentioning some prominent radio people's names that they've done this, they've done that, they've done this, they've done that. Unfortunately. Oh, you didn't hear?
Oh, you didn't hear? You didn't see it? I did. I
One
saw
of the
it.
big names from your end. You leave that for off air.
I hope she didn't mention my name.
It's also, no.
You were lucky.
Ola knows. Ola knows.
No, I don't.
No, Ola was lucky. Ola's name was not mentioned, so
Yeah.
that is fine. This lady started preaching some message around, and you see, if you are not careful and you don't understand the terrain, you will just believe everything she was saying. And he put me in his car, and he was doing this, and he was doing that, and he was doing that. See, Kwame, as much as I am admitting that indeed some men are also not responsible, in fact, I cannot ignore that.
Yeah.
There are occasions that some men have also not been responsible. Because I always say, when it comes to men and women, when you get to the adulthood,
Yeah.
decisions on whether you would be intimate with someone, that decision, ladies even carry about 95% or if not 100%. If a lady says yes, no matter how strong you are, if you are not careful, you fall. Same way, if a lady says no, no matter how strong you are, it will remain no. Yes.
Why is there rape?
So we are not talking about rape.
That is going extreme.
Yes, we are not talking about rape.
Okay.
Crossing the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if it is rape, then that is a different conversation altogether.
Right.
But this lady is saying, come and do something and I'll give this to you. If you are a lady listening to this, the moment you get to that level where someone is saying, come and do this, then tell yourself that I'm not qualified yet. Be bold. Be honest with yourself. That's why I said most of them, they are not being honest with themselves. Tell yourself that, no, I am not qualified for this. Because she was able to mention some people who are excelling. And to her, she thinks that to those people, they followed the process. They did it right. Because they had the talent. They had what it takes to be on the screens. Those who go forcing themselves, Kwame, see me in my position now. From my days at Xylophone, where I was managing certain departments, I met most of these ladies.
Yeah.
Beautiful ladies.
Beautiful ladies. Kwame, they come and you know very well, Charlie, this conversation that you are starting. I'm discerning. I'm an adult. If I want to play a game, I know where it can get to.
Yeah.
If I want to be irresponsible,
Yeah.
I know where it can get to. But what they forget is that there are some people sitting on some positions or on some chairs that they don't even have power to decide like that. So you go, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be this, and you start playing that card. The person also plays along and boom, fire happens. That person can't deliver what he promised. That is why they start And that is the time that they will say, and the person said, you wanted it. If you don't want it, you won't get it. I know some ladies who went to some places looking for some opportunities, but the moment they sensed that some people are doing some advances towards them, they quit.
They retreated.
They stopped because they did not want it.
Mm-hmm.
They were not ready for that. In fact, they will not give you any room to even think that they are considering you. The moment you start those advances, they cut it. But some people will play along, and because I said earlier, the law is always favoring them. Sometimes, I think today I thought you were going to bring one of the lawyers here. That
the lawyer Banson was here last week.
I know.
You know, okay.
I actually thought you were going to bring one. So we asked that.
Okay.
At what point can we also say the lady led a man on? At what point can we also say that?
So we know the place of that in the law.
Yes, because we have instances where some people have been led on to some situations, and because maybe the conversation changed midway, now they try to turn it around and say, oh, it is not like this, it is not like that anymore. We have seen all these things. Some men can be responsible, I understand, but ladies, if you are not in for it, please let your cards be clear from day one. If you are not in for it, let your cards be clear and know where you're going to. You see, it's always unfortunate that when it comes to this sex things in the media, we seem to be talking about it more in the media, and it has been around showbiz people. But when you go to all sectors, departments, some of these things are happening there. Even the other
more
day,
than they
the other
happening
day, John
there.
Quay was saying that in the financial sector, it is even happening there more, because there are some people who have been put out for some targets, and you'll be told that go meet this guy, go meet that guy, don't go meet it, before you be able to meet your target. And in meeting those people, it's not as if you're going to do legit business for them to come and deal with you. You have to go and play that card. You have to go and play that card before you get that particular person to come maybe do some investment with your company. Now, when you play that card and for some reasons, the money locks, what would you say? Oh, he took advantage of me. So I still think that as much as some men can be responsible in this conversation, if you're a lady and you go somewhere, you're an adult, you know when someone starts some advances and you know where this person is likely to go to. If you are not ready, cut it. Don't. The lady said what? The person had her once, twice. Please. You gave yourself once.
You see what Sammy was just saying?
Yes.
There are some productions. There was a production on Aquaba Magic that I watched.
Yeah.
And I don't want to mention the name of the production.
At least we know Aquaba Magic.
Okay.
Yes, but it was on Aquaba Magic.
The one on the banking sector?
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah.
And there were episodes.
The name and you just let him on.
There was an episode where the head of a company got hold of a lady who had just been recruited into the company and told the lady to use her charm to get closer to a businessman whose account they wanted. Now, this was a woman telling another woman to go make sure she gets close to the gentleman, do whatever possible it is to get the account.
I have a similar story.
Right? And it happens. It happens. So Sammy is right when he says that if you are a woman and you are not interested,
don't start it
in the carrot that is dangled in front of you, then be bold and run away from it. Look, in broadcasting, I'll tell you, back at Groove FM, you know, Groove FM was about the third private radio station to be set up after Joy FM and Radio Gold.
Yeah.
I think Groove FM was the third radio station to be set up back in the day. And while we were at Groove FM, you know, radio had become the in thing. just at that period. And everybody wanted to get into radio. So you got people who will call you. I hosted the morning show on Groove FM with Rama Brew.
Okay.
And what's this? Why have I forgotten her name? Her father was a soldier, was an army officer.
Anita Eskin?
Anita Eskin. Our own Matilda Asante was also at Groove FM. Okay, with me at that time. I had this team for the morning show, you know. And you got listeners calling you, wanting a job in radio. And a lot of them happened to be young ladies who had just left the university or school and wanted to get into this. So they will call you and they will sing a sob song to you, you know, and try and get you to meet them and all that. But to be honest with you, Kwame, I swore on my life long time ago not to get involved with any lady where it pertains to work. So in all my life in radio over all these years, I have worked with a lot of beautiful ladies, but never have I tried or been coerced into doing something out of the ordinary with any of them. So I can always beat my chest boldly and be nice and friendly with all the ladies that I've met along the way during my time. But some of them, wanting work in radio, will try and entice you into these things. And you need to be strong to stay away from them.
Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. Please, those of you who are asking why we have only men in here talking about this, we started 3 weeks ago. We did the women for 2 weeks, and the men are here to tell their story.
Even I was asking why you only had women back then.
Ola Michael is a film maker. Yes, also a broadcaster. Ola, Uncle Ken.
I'm introducing you. Say, let's make some noise for Ola Michael.
Sorry, what's this? No, like seriously.
Our resource person on sexual harassment in the industry. We are not saying you're an expert. Ola.
Yeah, bro.
Have you had experiences like this before?
As in being sexually harassed?
As in, yes, personally.
Me?
Being harassed by any lady?
Hey.
As a president or
as a president or as a human being?
No, as a broadcaster or as a filmmaker.
As a president, as a human being.
To get a role, maybe to get a role from you.
Kwame, but see, let me permit me, all right?
I'll permit you.
A chat.
Hey. Can you give it to me too to read?
Oh, come on.
Let's put the camera on.
I blocked the person, so I'm reading it. You blocked the
person, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just reading this just to, start my submission on this one.
Good.
So this is somebody by the name Nana something that started chatting me on Messenger. And it wasn't too long a chat because she's a lady. And I'm a man with no balls. And this is what she was trying to do. See, she started by saying she wants to be my friend. I said, okay, but I don't know you. I said, oh, but it takes a day to know each other. I said, okay, fine. So, can I know who you are? Then she started talking to me about who she is, sent her pictures. See this picture here? There's one picture here. Yeah. I only show it to Sam because I trust him. Yeah.
You don't trust me?
You don't trust me?
You don't trust Uncle Ken?
I can show it to you.
Trust my producer?
Yeah.
But I don't want the camera to capture it because I don't want to embarrass her. Now, Kwame, in our conversation, I'm trying to tell this lady, what do you want? Because when you start off a conversation with me, I want to know the end game. Because I don't know you. And then she said, oh, first I wanted to know if you are married. I said, okay, so if I were. So, oh, even if you are, I don't care. I'm a private person. I want to read that part. She said, I'm a private person and I can keep it private. I said, keep what private? It's not like I don't know what she's doing, but I want her to say it herself.
Right.
Because if I'm the one coming to say, woman, you want me to be bold, but if you were told me, be bold, kakrai. you stop this corner game.
Be bold to toast.
Anyway, so she went on, and she's like, you are not going to. She said she wants to come to my house. Somebody I don't know. I said, oh, I don't allow people in my house. So, okay, no worry. What about hotel?
Wow.
I said, okay. So what would we be doing in the hotel again? So by you a man, I've been following you, I've been watching you, I've been listening to you. And I said, my lady, this is the point where I block you. I see she's blocked. Yeah. So are we also harassed?
Flee from temptation.
I should unblock it. Yeah. You're crazy.
But was this not a person who was maybe naturally, feeling you like? Maybe she has some interest.
So if you are feeling somebody, you need to meet the person in the hotel. Do you know how many times she asked me if I can allow her to come to my house? Like 4 times. I don't know you. You want to come to my house? Okay. Do I have an exhibition center in my house? I don't. Even Sakuda, when he was opening his exhibition, he didn't do it in his house. He did it somewhere. So, Kwame, I use this just to open a conversation.
Women cannot toast men?
I'm not saying that.
No, women can.
Women can. And we face it several times. Sammy has faced it several times.
Said something. What is the end game?
Exactly. Because if it was
but
about
do you tell the women the end game when you are toasting them?
Oh, yeah, we do.
You do?
I can't say we do. I say I do. Because I can't speak for everybody.
Yeah.
So I just have to speak for myself and I say I do. Now, Kwame, the reason I read this one out for you is for us all to also appreciate that men also go through this kind of harassment. It's not just the women. In 2009, I was supposed to produce and direct a movie for a woman from America. We had conversation till it got to the point where funds were paid, everything was set, and she had to come. So she came. We met her, and I checked her in the hotel. My guys were waiting down, and this woman was going on and on about, is that the only way I can welcome her? I said, okay, so, I'm sorry, enlighten me. What else do you need? I said, bro, la. So such a nice man like you see, so you want me to sleep here alone? I said, oh, but we are starting work tomorrow, so I need you to rest. I said, oh, I just finished my period. So where are you going? I said, oh, I get it. See, I have a principle. When I'm working, when I'm about to work, the person I work with, we don't do that. Personal. Where I work, where I live, I run my business where there's money coming.
Yeah.
We don't do that. Now, I told this to another person. The woman got offended anyway. She got upset with me. I'm sure she got embarrassed that I didn't give in to what she was looking for. Because, look, we are going to work. We are business partners. They want me to chop you. Why want me to chop you? You know, see that it will spoil the business. It will spoil them. That's me. It will spoil the business give me, so I don't go do. Now, fast forward. Another time, I had gotten my AD to cast some background actors for a production. And after everything, mostly when I'm on set, I don't know most of the people. Wow. Because
You don't?
No, it's not my job to cast them.
Okay.
So I don't know most of them.
Good.
Now, these 3 ladies, after the whole show, approached me. And one after the other, director, they will start scratching. Director, nobody has ever been kind to us like that without asking for anything. On and on and on and on. And I said, okay. So at the end of the day, what they want is, how can they thank me for casting them? I said, but I'm not the one that cast you. My AD is dead. He said, oh, no, but you gave us a speaking role. Nobody has done it. We've gone for audition here. They have chopped us. We've gone here. They've taken money and everything. I say, okay, so then I'm open somewhere. So director, you two, you a man. Why do you pretend like that? No, when? I mean, which hotel? We can come in 3, or if you want, just one at a time. What? One at a time. Am I taking pills? I pray to God that I don't sound like a holy person. I'm not holy.
You can't be.
I cannot be.
Yeah.
Uncle P, Uncle Ken, but why would you even say that? And I even endorse that without thinking.
Because we all aren't. We are all not holy.
It's true though.
Hallelujah.
It's true though. But so Kwame, the truth of the matter is that men face. I'm thinking men also face more harassment than women. But the only issue is that there are so many women in the space than the men. So that's what makes it seem as though the women face the harassment more than us. But we also do. I checked with the Guardian, and they had a story about 95% of Hollywood women in Hollywood
Yes.
facing sexual harassment. I'm like, okay, so you've done that. How about the men? Why is nobody speaking for them? Why?
And was it you or was it Sami who raised the issue of the law being on the part of the women? I think it was you, Sami.
Yeah,
yes,
because,
and it's very true.
Because I remember when lawyer Bobby Banson came here last week, some of the things he said about sexual harassment. You take a listen to this one.
The criminal code defines it as indecent assault. And it's defined as loose as even hugging, mere hugging.
Hugging?
Yes. Mere hugging of a lady without her consent.
Hugging?
Yes, hugging. Is that loose? Yes. So the emphasis is whether or not the conduct
the number of people who have then...
Yes, it's as loose as that. The emphasis is whether or not your conduct was welcomed by the opposite sex. Well, today we are talking about the male and the female, but let's not discount the fact that there are some men who would also say that they've experienced it. But let's focus on our sisters for today. Yes. So you would have any form of conduct, oral, even text messages, sending text messages. Oh, I like the way you appeared on the show. Vicky, if I live here and I text Vicky and I say, Vicky, you look very beautiful. I like that your hair.
Yeah.
And she, okay, I don't know you. I just saw you. What kind of comment is this? It could be defined as sexual harassment.
Huh?
Is that loose? It is that loose.
Compliment.
Yes. So let me give you an instance. I have been teaching in the law school for like 7 years now.
Okay.
If for any reason I have to touch a female student in describing a situation, I ask, do you mind if I touch you? If I have to, I walk through the class. If I have to sit down close to a lady, I ask, do you mind if I sit here? I'm the lecturer.
Yeah.
But I ask them, in our laws, rape can happen even after the sexual intercourse has started. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Okay. Rape can even happen, and I have to be careful.
Be careful.
During the act.
During the act,
Yeah.
if the woman says that, don't
I'm okay.
discharge into me.
Yeah.
Yes.
As married couples too.
No. Of course.
That's
if the woman says that, don't discharge into me.
That's so unfair.
So there's no rape in marriage.
No, there could be rape in marriage. There's rape in marriage. I'm just saying that the consent can be withdrawn at any stage.
Did you hear Kwame?
Some men have medical conditions.
If at a point you may have given your consent from the beginning, but as it goes along, you can decide to say, I've changed my mind. The man cannot say that, hey, at this stage, I cannot stop it.
Can we amend the law?
It becomes rape. And so the sex
that is the law.
We take these things for granted, but if
we
want to take it as detailed as it should be and start really
okay. Joy 99.7 FM. Yes, so you just heard lawyer Bobby Banson in the background talking to us about what really goes into sexual harassment or exploitation, according to the law. Let's go on the phone lines now before I come in-house again and speak to Ola, Uncle Ken, and Sammy Flex. We have FIPAC president. He's the head of the Film Producers Association of Ghana. He is online now. Good evening. Good evening, James. James Abuaje is on. Okay. Good evening. It appears James cannot hear us now. Ola, you were making a point before I cut in. Ola was making a point before I cut in.
Is the point.
What you just played back.
Yeah.
When I was listening to it.
Yes.
At home.
Yeah.
I was so worried because, and I did the sign of the cross because I could have been in jail for hugging.
Oh yes.
Philip will tell you. Me and the ladies at Joy FM, almost every lady I see at Joy FM, I hug them. And Philip has always been saying, Uncle Ken, and he's hugging. And if hugging is seen as, you know, such a harassment, hey, you're ready.
We want to do that. Okay.
You force the hug?
No, I love hugging the ladies when I meet them.
Okay.
You force the hug. Like if I meet you, you open your arm, I also open my arm and we hug.
Oh, they come. As for the ladies at Joy, they know me. So
yeah. If it's consensual hug.
It can be.
All right, John 99.7. Let's speak to James Abuaje, who is president of Firepack. Let's go straight to the phone lines. Hello, James.
Hello, Kwame.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
And I'm very sure you've been listening to our conversation here.
Yes.
Well, so some of the ladies have been complaining about the fact that they get sexually harassed.
I'm surprised. Really
for roles. And
Mm-hmm.
you being the Firepack president, I don't know if you've heard of some of these complaints.
Yes, I have, and I've followed the lady's story. And in fact, I'm really disappointed in her.
In the lady?
Yes, I will call her an opportunist. She has no moral right to say what she has said, because this is a lady who saw an opportunity and decided to do something to benefit from the opportunity, then turn around to come and complain. This is a lady who has cast slur on her fellow women who have been able to make it that day. Because she did it, she thinks all of them, with the exception of, she said, two ladies and Jackie Apia. So with the exception of these three ladies, all those who have been able to make it to the top did what she did.
She didn't say all of them, though.
No, she mentioned Jackie Apia plus two other ladies that she didn't mention their names. They are the ones she excluded in her conversation. It means everybody involved has done it. Because she did it. Does she have the moral right to talk about what she was talking about? She could have said, Master, thank you. If I have to offer sex for a role, I'm sorry, I didn't come here for that. I came with my talent, so if my talent is not needed, let me go, let me try someone else. And she didn't do it once. She did it once, twice, thrice, and it continued. Then she's complaining. I think she's just, what she did is just a publicity stunt and nothing else.
Really?
Yes. You know, we are talking about it. So she's achieved what she wanted to put across. And such people have to be taken on. You know, there are so many things that she said. She said, our industry is not doing well because of this. Me too, Kwame. Me too. Where did they start from? Me too. Where did they start from? Is it not America?
Yeah, Hollywood.
It's Hollywood failing because some ladies were taken advantage of. Answer me.
What's your point, really?
My point is she just wants an attention, and we have given it to her, and so she has succeeded.
If this issue was reported to you, what would you do at that time?
If she had come to me that I went for an audition, and this is what the director or the producer is asking for, then as association, we would have intervened. But she chose to do what will benefit her personally. And she did it. So why is she now complaining?
Your point is she going into the act before coming out to complain, right?
No, she saw an opportunity and decided to use what she had to take the opportunity.
She was influenced to do that.
Who influenced her? Did he do it under duress? Was it at gunpoint? Tell me. If it was at gunpoint,
she was looking for a job.
Defense. It wasn't. So it was a consensual thing that she did. If it had happened only once, then I could have pardoned her. But she continued. She had a motive. So we shouldn't tolerate such people any longer in the industry.
But are you aware of other cases where some women were genuinely exploited sexually?
Oh, Kwame, so far as we are human beings and we continue to work as human beings, these things will happen. It doesn't happen only in the film industry. It happens in churches. We've seen pastors who have married their church members. How can we describe that one too?
That should be consensual, right?
Yes. So if you consent to it and it is done, you have no justification to complain.
According to lawyer Bansing, it's against the law to actually ask somebody for sex before you give them a role or any employment.
You see, if you followed her conversation, she said she went in to beg. So now, this time, just like they were saying, because the law is in their favor.
Mr. Waji, I've even moved away from the lady's account to a general situation where some women are exploited sexually for roles.
That is why I'm saying that it happens everywhere. It is not only in the film industry. It happens everywhere.
So should it continue?
No. You see, morally, it is wrong to do that. If we are to talk about it from that angle, I will agree. But not somebody who has benefited from the act. Then later on she comes to complain that this is what they did to me. But meanwhile, the opportunity, do you know there's very few opportunities that she got. Do you know where it has taken her to? She might have benefited a lot from about the 4 movies that she did.
Mr. Abuaji, so
yes.
Do you, as FIPAC, do you have any regulations regarding sexual harassment or exploitation?
You know, FIPAC regulations is not over and above that of the national regulation. This is a criminal act. So once you are caught, there's nothing that FIPAC can do. You have to be handed over to the necessary authorities for you to be dealt with. That's also, we always guard against that. Me, when I'm watching a movie and a lady playing a particular role offers sex for it, I see it.
You see it?
Yes.
How do you
realize
see
that the talent is not there or the person is not matured enough to carry such a role.
Maybe the director was empowering this talent to grow and become better in future.
No, you start the person gradually. You will start the person from the level that she can carry to her ability. You don't give her a role that will break her neck.
Wow. So if I ask you to advise both men and women in the industry, showbiz industry, against sexual harassment, what would you say?
I would rather advise the women in both ways. When you go and you ask to give sex for that favor, tell them no. That is where you believe in your ability. I don't think any of those actresses who have made it to the top offered sex for role. No, they decided to take their time to grow in the industry, grow in the business, and become who they are. You know, some of these ladies, when they come and they see the queue, they want to jump. So if you want to jump, there's a price to pay. Just like one of the panelists was saying, they will go and meet a PA and speak, oh, me, I want to do this, and then the PA will tell you, oh, I can help you. only to realize later on that that person that took advantage of her cannot help her in any way. Then they start complaining because they refuse to join the queue. If you decide to go steadily, some of these things will never happen to you. But when you decide to jump the queue, if you decide to go through the back door, you face some of these things. So I will advise them to take their time to grow. They should nurture themselves through and get to the level that they aspire to. Then, secondly, to the ladies again, once you are in this world and you are coming to an arena that is basically dominated by men, expect some of these things and make a resolution that you will never fall prey to some of these demands. When they bring it, you tell them, I won't do it. It is not everybody who is like that. One day, you get your opportunity and you will grow.
Thank you very much, Mr. James Abuaje, who is president for Fight Park there. Great submission coming from him. I have this one from a texter says, hello, I used to own a recording studio some time back. In my 7 years of operation, at least 4 different ladies came to me requesting recording and promotion in exchange for sex. Interestingly, the first person was a gospel artist. Really? Kindly be informed that ladies know that the law is on their side. Again, they know too well that society believes them more than us men. Again, kindly be reminded that these ladies target successful men in society and try to bring them down. Lastly, when a lady sees she cannot get her way through a man, she plays victim and bastardize the man. Thanks and best regards. I'm your chosen companion. Who is that? The person didn't have the name. Chosen companion. Thank you for your message. Now, let me come to you quickly, a minute each to wrap up on this conversation. Then we get into the Connect album. Uncle Ken again, finally. Yeah.
Forwarded a message to me.
Oh, really?
From Efia Papa B.
Oh, okay.
You know Efia?
Efia Papa B.
Lovely lady.
Efia Papa B.
And Efia Papa B.
Efia Papa B.
And Efia's message that she sent to Philip was,
yeah,
greetings to Uncle Ken. In fact, Uncle Ken loves hugging. Every time we meet, he gives me a hug. And it's true. But, I mean, it's reciprocal. Yeah. So, she knows I mean no harm.
Yeah.
And no, and it cannot be harassment.
No.
So me, when it comes to the hugging bit, hey, it worries me, pa, because it's one of my pastimes. I harass, I hug.
Okay, please take it back. You hug.
I hug all the ladies that I love.
Lovely.
Yeah, and it's just meant to show my love for them. And not anything outside that.
Okay, quickly, we have our last guest on phone. Let me go quickly to speak to him and then we proceed. Fifi Coleman is an actor. Hello, Fifi.
Ade here, bro.
You day?
Kwame Dadzie.
Sexual exploitation, harassment issues. You are a fine guy. Have you encountered such in your career?
What you say encountered? Like, have I heard stories about it, or have I actually been in that situation before?
Encounter.
No, I haven't
gone through the experience. And
I have gone through moments where I have people who would say, I would do anything to work with you. Or, and the language anything sometimes, I think the younger version of people would have asked, hey, what do you mean by anything? So, I mean, that I've gone through those experiences before. But then... And many a time, I mean, as we get experience in all of these things and hear the stories that goes on about these things, you keep saying that the language of "I'll do anything," you should be very careful when you throw them out there like that. Yes.
So if you observe the space and you hear stories of the many women coming out to complain about sexual harassment in the creative industry, how do you feel about that?
It is uncomfortable, but it is not. It is not something new at all, Kwame. And it has something to do with Ghana. It has something to do with it's an entertainment industry. test, or let's say, a running theme or something that has been occurring, no matter where you are, there are stories of sexual exploitation. I've been harassed. He touched my hair. She touched my hair. All of those stories, they are things that are very akin to our industry. And very, I keep on saying it is, for many, many, many times, we say it is your story against my story, and how you want to play it. Look, if you are, depending on how the outcome, how the eventual thing, whether you got the role or you didn't get the role, whether you're able to do it, you didn't able to do it, whether they give you something different from what you actually had thought they would give you, whether after everything he shouted at you wrongly or she yelled at you in some kind of way, it becomes like, oh, wow. So after you did all of this, then you become like the victim or she becomes the victim. So it is always like a story of who says what or who talks first, actually.
Okay, if you are to advise any young person coming up in the industry, whether it's a man or a woman, what would that advice be?
If you don't have the talent and the crowd, to do that, don't even go there to say you want to start. That's the first thing, because it is only people who don't know their worth. They don't know what they are carrying with them that go in there with the language of I will do anything or whatever to be there. There's so much desperation on the part of I want to be on TV, I want to be on radio, I want to be seen here, I want to sing. The desperation leads people to do all of these things. But know yourself first. If you know your self-worth and you know you can really sing, you have that voice, you have that talent, I can really act, trust me, your work will come to you without having to commit anything that will end up in being a sexual, exploitation thing.
Thank you very much, Fifi Coleman, for your time. We'll connect with you again. We know you have a play coming up. We'll talk about that later. But thanks so much for your time this evening here on Showbiz A to Z, Joy 99.7 FM. We have some time to kill. We have Connect album review shortly. So let me come to Ola Michael. You have anything to say about the sexual harassment before I get to Sammy Flex?
I was giving you examples of how it happens, but because there's no time, let me just box everything together to say that most of the time, these ladies are a lot in the industry. So at a point in time, one wants to ride quickly than the rest, and they think that getting closer to the producer or the director will help them. So they are not actually harassed, but they end up harassing the men. To use that. I heard a woman say, a preacher say, use what you have to get what you want. So they want to use what they have to get what they want. That's what James was trying to refer you to, that sometimes when we watch a movie, we're able to determine that this person, she hasn't got the talent. So she got to the main character role through other means. And that is what most of the ladies think. They think that, if the director gets that opportunity with me, I can get close to him, then you have no reason not to cast me. And most of the time, those that come to complain, they are those that have given in and didn't get the results they were expecting. But those that got the result, they don't talk about it. Of
course, why would they?
And why do they wait 15 years, 5 years, 10 years after before they come to talk about it? Because I wanted to give this, somebody wanted to give me sex so I can help her.
To do what?
To be on screen. Constantly, every film, if my a friend director is working, she wants me to link her up. I said, no, but if you give me that sex, I won't help you. Me, that is me. So what happened? Said so at the end of the day, what happened was I realized she was jumping from one director to the other, and she was getting lead roles.
Apple has them now.
Apple, and she was getting lead roles. And then where is the person? She's lost. They've chopped you for free. You couldn't make it. So I'm advising the ladies: look, be more focused on working on your craft than thinking you can give sex in exchange for favors. And if you do give sex in exchange for favors, don't come telling us. Because from what I heard the lady say, I didn't hear her saying somebody raped her. She's saying it from her point of view. Maybe she also led the guy on, led the directors on. I've gone to an audition and this girl comes to sit in front with no pants, short skirt. Why? I know be man. So I see this fine girl that think they're holding you coco. I don't get sense. I don't get sense. But what did I do? I was getting uncomfortable. So I just called her, said, can you wait outside? And Kwame, even walking outside, look at the walking. We too will be human beings, so we get blood.
Control yourself.
Oh, yes, I did. So please, ladies, look, if you want to get an opportunity in anything, don't take giving sex will give you the opportunity. Just work on yourself.
Great.
What if I give you the opportunity and you don't have what it takes to sustain it?
Thank you very much, Joy 99.7 FM. Yeah, coming up.
Oh, Kwame, you didn't let me end that.
Fashion.
Of you, your discussion is very interesting. Usually I was thinking it's only the ladies who go through this sexual harassment, but the guys force it more than the women. I was recently chatting with a friend about his this sexual harassment, and she told me things that were so strange. She works in a company where the men in their company go to the clients to work in their homes. She said the men go through this harassment a lot, and I was shocked. It's just that the guys keep it. Why can't we just do our job and take our money than taking something else which can put you in trouble in future? God help us. Yeah, Sammy?
Yeah.
Yes. Before we go into
yes,
the...
Yes, Kwame, let's advise the guys.
Yes.
Rather.
Yes.
For the ladies, I'm sure they'll handle it themselves.
Okay.
But for the guys, they should know this.
You won't advise the ladies?
No, they'll handle it themselves because they know what they want.
Yeah.
For the guys, we should know that the law, when it comes to sex, is not in favor of men. Therefore, at any point in time, whether it is given to you for free, whether someone is leading you on, whether someone is trying to tempt you, you have to be responsible.
Great.
Because unfortunately, when it happens and the discussion starts, you will never be lucky. So forget about everything that we have said. Like Ola sacked that lady who was pantless in front of him. He saved himself.
Yeah.
Me, I'm sure this is how we have to end the conversation with men.
Great.
Because there is no way that you can go and write a consentment form or something before it can happen. If you cannot do it, then make sure at every point in time you are looking for the right person to do it with.
Exactly.
Because you can't stop doing it. That one I know. It is hard to stop doing it. So look for the right people. Be responsible, because the ladies would always look at what the foreign footballers. Look at what happens to them on the time.
Yeah.
You hear, no, this one has been jailed. This one's contract has been cancelled. This one this one that. Are we saying all the time these guys are the guys chasing the ladies all the time? No.
But sometimes the law upholds the men's case. In the case of the Manchester City footballer, Mendy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, quickly, let's connect quickly. So, Asio Metemati says, why would the lady go for an audition alone with the director in his office with no one else there? Is that how auditions are done? No. Okay, that's a big question. It says no. Ola says no. It's not done like that. Personal audition. All right, so Sammy Flex.
Kwame.
Shatawale is out with a new album, the Connect album. Connect album.
Yeah.
How many songs do we have on the album?
Oh, I think 8.
8.
Yes, we have 8 songs on the album. And as it stands now, I can tell you the 8 songs have been successful so far, because Shatta has that soft side when he wants to, and he also has that hard side when he wants to. For the Connect album, because we wanted to tap into the Afrobeat market, he decided to go slow and soft. You know,
is Wale now an Afrobeat artist?
Say again?
Is he now an Afrobeat artist?
No, he wouldn't call himself an Afrobeat artist.
Okay.
He would still call himself a musician or an artist, as you want to put it.
Is he a dancehall artist?
If you give him the chance, he would want to say he's doing shatter music.
No. Has he abandoned dancehall?
No, he has not.
He has not.
He gave his fans a complete dancehall album before the Connect album, which was called Mali.
Okay.
So
the Mali album.
Exactly.
Was it named after the new girlfriend Mali?
Yeah. That's the
story.
It
was. So Mali has been around since,
Mali has been around.
Mali has been around.
Still around.
And she's still around. And you knew about it.
Oh, Kwame.
All right. So we have songs like Designer. Is it Highway?
Yeah, Highway.
Holiday.
Yeah.
King Shatta.
Yeah.
Real Life. Incoming. Chasing Paper.
Yeah.
Commando.
Exactly.
And DJ Obeti has been playing a lot of them on the Super Morning Show.
Yeah. That's our official DJ. You know.
Oh yeah. Highest paid.
Highest
Are you
paid
the one
DJ.
paying him more or we?
No, we pay him more.
Kwame, did you say he has been playing it on the Super Morning?
Yes, he has been playing some of the songs here. Yeah.
Oh,
he
I
has been
see.
playing.
Yeah.
He has been
Oh,
playing.
okay.
John 99 point.
Uncle Ken.
Uncle Ken. Uncle Ken. So we have all these songs on there. Please go and stream them. Shatawale's Connect album is out. Go and stream this album. What happened to Gift of God album?
There were some technical issues that happened to it. It no go explain to.
Oh, you are explaining.
No. What I mean is, we all saw what happened. Unless you did not follow, the songs were leaked.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was what happened. It didn't follow.
So
the
where are
process
those songs?
No, Shatawale. You're asking Shatawale songs.
Oh, I know he has. But where are those particular songs that were leaked? Where are they?
Shatta has at a point that he releases any song.
Yeah.
Shatta songs there. David. Songs. Now, as I talk to you, he's even prepared another album ready.
Another album?
Yes. He mentioned it not long ago. He
Okay.
wants to release an album for his
After Connect.
Oh, we can do it tomorrow.
Is he planning on having a concert for this album?
Oh, we plan to do more, including going out to do some 1 or 2 concerts.
At the stadium?
Oh, the stadium! The stadium is a public place.
Yeah.
Anytime you want to get it, we will get it. Just that we will not let anybody come and do a performance 2 days before our show. That one we will not do.
You will not do.
No, we will not do. No, we will not do.
That's Sammy Flex. Let me ask. So after Xylophone, is Wale willing to be on any record label again? Moving forward?
Yeah. Shatawale, to him, he's a businessman.
Is he available?
No, what I mean is that he's a businessman. If the conversation is what he wants to hear,
Okay.
he's willing and ready. Anytime.
Has he had offers?
So many of us come. So many of, even as I talk to you,
Some
there is
coming.
one that we are deliberating on. But
Which one is that? Empire?
No, Empire.
Okay.
Where Shatta has got into in his career, he takes his decisions. He knows what he's looking for, because we also know that there are some young talent here in Ghana who have signed some deals and they are dying out of it. Maybe it is one topic that Kwame one day we need to discuss, because
get
if you
into
follow
it.
these guys, their tweets, they are going through hell in these signings. So I think that to any musician who is looking for money with their records, anytime there is a deal that sounds sweet in their ears, trust me, they will ink to it.
And why did he delete his ex account?
Oh, he did that because he thinks it is not
Too much
profitable.
stress?
No, it is not profitable to him. Shatta has been making money on almost all his social media platforms.
Especially Facebook, right?
Everywhere.
With the live videos.
Everywhere. He makes money on his social media. So he felt that for Twitter, it was not giving him anything at the time. So if it is not giving me money, then why am I even going to stress there? I should rather build on where it's at the moment. He's the strongest musician who has a presence on TikTok, for instance.
Okay.
TikTok. I don't know which musician in Ghana will beat Shatawale's strength on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we know the returns.
Oh, yeah.
They are not bad there.
Oh, yeah.
So if it is not giving you anything, cut it.
Cut it. John 99.7 FM. Connect album is out. Shatawale, new album, yes. And we've been playing them to you right here on John 99.7 FM. We'll be playing them more often. Let me tell you about MTN Momo. So it's a new way of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo for Business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate, and your Ghana card. Applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast. So you just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.gh, and you receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy your secure transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo available on Play Store and App Store. And also, let me tell you about Mula. Yeah, so what if I told you that 10 Ghana cedis can get you free concert tickets and shopping vouchers worth up to 500 Ghana cedis to shop at Melcom, or get some buckets of juicy chicken at KFC? Yeah. Here's what to do. So stake 10 cities or more in the Game Pack Game Pick 1 or Pick 4 lottery to be entered into a weekly Saturday raffle for a chance to win. Yeah, this time around. So regardless of the outcome of your stake, you can still win a voucher for yourself. Vouchers are limited, so play more to increase your chances. And remember to watch the Saturday promo draw on Adom TV at 6 p.m. Dial star 946# or just go to www.gamepackgames.com to play. Now, terms and conditions apply. So, Game Pack Games, more Mula, more power. Still, we are going to the Eastern region. It is the Eastern Camp Adventure. So, you need to be part of us. Let's go. With just 1,500 Ghana cedis, you get to be part of us too. Your transportation is covered. We are going to have a tent accommodation, access to tourist sites, grand welcome with drinks, full board meals, and cinema waterfalls. Yeah, that place is be rough. Then to a Wukugwa jungle party with barbecue, Safari Valley Eco Park with lounge, movie nights, Jama nights, hiking, board games, Scott biking, yeah, and giveaways. Just pay your money to 059-303-8842. Yeah, to this number, and the name is Daniel Boyfio Multimedia Group, or you can also buy the ticket via *714*003# and get to be part of this one. It's happening on 16th to 17th March, 1 night, 2 days, and we're going to have that experience. Joy 99.7 FM. Yeah, it's been great having everybody on here. Sammy Flex, thanks a million for coming. Yes, and helping us talk about everything today right here on the show. To you, Uncle Ken, we miss you too much. Yeah, next week we are here again. And to Ola Michael, Ola Kweku Michael, filmmaker extraordinaire, expert when it comes to sexual harassment issues in the creative industry. Thanks so much for coming. To my producer,
Kwame, say good evening to Mike. Yeah, what from you?
Oh, Prof, mischievous Prof. Thanks so much for tuning in. To my producer, Philip Nye, to you, Anita Tai, aka Oma POA, and Olivier Fangnan. Roland Amate was also around. Yeah, my name is Kwame Dadzie Show, sponsored by MTN everywhere you go. Superstar multi-fruit drink. We're back same time next week with another big one here on Showbiz A to Z on your superstation Joy 99.7 FM.